Hold if you can't hear us.
All right, you can be good now.
Can you hear us now? Are we good? Are we good? Welcome everybody. Hello. You know, this is a little late in the process to be saying this.
Yep.
I have no idea where the wavelength board is.
Mark, don't you worry, because I foresaw this problem.
Wow.
I foresaw this problem before we went live. I saw it put very far away in a place that you definitely would not have seen it. So I made sure to grab it when we went live.
You truly are 5 steps ahead at all times.
Just what's up, everybody? What's up, Kate? What's up, Aaron, Nicole? What's up, Mimi? What's up, Country Mozart? What's up, Steve?
Evening, Mark and Corey. How was your weekend? It was good. It was nice.
It was wonderful. It was so much fun.
I got 2 Magic Nights for the price of 1.
We did get 2 Magic Nights.
Somewhat tragically.
Somewhat tragically, we got to play 2 nights worth of Magic the Gathering. One was supposed to be a D&D night, but half of our players canceled on us day of, which it happens. It happens.
It doesn't happen. This only happened to you.
It's only happened to me.
The first D&D session ever where the players canceled day of.
It's so unrelatable. I would never understand.
Ah, golly. Well, how are y'all doing this evening? This Memorial Day evening?
There's a British holiday, I forget what it's called.
Oh.
Day or something like that.
Is it a holiday in Britain as well? It is an American holiday today. Never been this early? Us, neither.
Neither have we, artist Tom.
Kinda.
Spring Bank Holiday over in England.
Spring Bank Holiday. Happy Spring Bank Holiday.
I don't think, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think we've ever been live on TikTok at this time.
No.
Because even when we do the early streams on Fridays, we stop at 3 p.m. New York time, and then normally we start at 6 p.m. New York time, so we're in just a complete...
By all known laws of logic, the Board Gamers should not be live. It's actually freaking nature that we're live right now.
It's a bank holiday in England?
Spring Bank.
You guys celebrate the bank? What the hell?
Praise be the bank!
Huh.
Chad, I think in order to celebrate your bank holiday, you should go out and withdraw all your money.
Bank holiday. Yes, we celebrate bank holiday by doing a run on the banks.
Start running on the banks. Guys, I think we should all go to our local bank, withdraw all the money. The look on the banker's face will be priceless.
Well, I added some new Wavelength cards to start us off. Y'all had some great suggestions in there.
Hell yeah.
Let's see. What are we gonna start off with? Let's start off first card of the new week on this lovely bank day. Would be a great co-host, would be a terrible co-host.
Oh, I heard you're trying to replace me.
Custom card from Dr. Slayer. Well, you get to spin up the board, so you get the say in who would be a good or bad co-host.
Oh, so this is like a fantasy trip for me. I get to imagine what it would be like to stream without you for once.
Yeah,
the other way around.
I come up and say, Corey, you're fired. You're replaced with blank. Like, surely there's some examples in there that would be like, wow, okay, I understand.
All right. Would be a great co-host, would be a terrible co-host. That is where the blue 4 is. What is up, Bad Wolf? What is up, Sky22? Hope you enjoyed your Star Wars watching.
Oh.
Lizzie says, Temu Rhett and Link. No, sorry, Wish Rhett and Link. Wrong website. Wrong website. That is where the blue 4 is, chat. Right there. Would be a great co-host, terrible co-host. I want some clues. That's gonna get Mark to guess where that blue 4 is. Ooh, I didn't know today would be a bit early stream, but luckily I have my notifications on, so I'm here. Mimi, yes, fantastic. You know, if you always want to keep up to date, you always check the Discord, link in bio. We always post our scheduling stuff in there.
Or the bell icon.
Or the bell icon, but they already did that because they're so smart. All right, I'm gonna close up the board. Mark, you can look.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna go with Zach Galifianakis.
Zach Galifianakis. Okay. The. He's the guy from Between Two Ferns, right?
Yes, that is the guy.
So he would be a good co-host. He would be good. Not great, but good. He definitely wouldn't be terrible. I mean, he seems cool, but if we went live and Zach Galifianakis was in this seat, I think even I would be confused.
I think all of our chatters will be confused.
Like, chat wouldn't be like, whoa, you got a celebrity. They'd be like, why this celebrity? So Zach Galifianakis, I think he's about here on the great side.
Alright, alright. What's up, Average Therian? How's it going? What's up, Benson Cook? Please do not spam. Alright, let's go with Mike Myers, but not the serial killer, the comedian. Oh wait, no.
They said the serial killer.
Sorry, I apologize. Scratch it, reverse it. I'm gonna say Mike Myers, the comedian, not the serial killer.
Okay. Mike Myers, the comedian. Well, if it was the serial killer, that pushes me back to middle. Because at least chat will be interested, but I'm going to die. Which is a downside for me. The comedian...
Finally, it'll just be me.
You?
Yeah.
Okay, so
you will be taken out, and I will be here.
I feel like you're trying to get me to go into the middle. I feel like these are middling answers. Zach Galifianakis is the big one that's like, that is a dead middle answer. And you're already the co-host, so there's no improvement or lessening.
Oh no, that wasn't a hint. I'm just saying when you're dead, I can take your spot.
Oh.
That was a threat against your life.
Oh, in that case, that'd be great. I'll go a little bit to the great side. These are all cool people. I'll lock in right here.
All right, you're locked in. You guys started early today? Yes! Yes! Early, experimenting.
Gal
Get
Gadot.
creative.
Gal Gadot would be another guess. I'm just confused.
Of wanting to fill denial.
Yo!
Yeah!
Let's go! That is an awesome start. Holy, first placement of the week. That is a 3.
Wowee.
Very nice.
Look at us.
Fun card from Dr. Facilier. You guys starting early today? Yes, we're actually going to be starting early most of this week. So if you're used to catching us at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, that is New York time, or 11 p.m. London, for most of the week, you will instead be able to find us at 10 p.m. London or 5 p.m. New York time.
Thursday.
On Tuesdays and Thursday. Yes, we will be doing those times.
Enough fours to fill denial.
All right, here's a creative card. I like this one. From Heather. Worth the hype, not worth the hype. Also, I fixed the graphics on this card, so hopefully we won't have that little name being wrong at the bottom when it's not actually their card. I think I diagnosed the issue.
Fingers crossed.
I'll mix up the board. Corey, you can look away. Also, this is like super exciting revelation. We found out that Heather is XXH_KXX in the Discord. And they're like, well, you can probably change my other cards to be Heather too if that's easier. I think for now, they're going to legacy remain as XXH_KXX because I've had a lot of fun reading that name over and over. But yeah, we actually know it's Heather. Holy moly, Aaron Nicole sent a heart me. Micah sent 5 roses. Karis Houston sent a heart me. Micah sent a heart me. And Andy sent a heart me. Thank you so much. Thank you. Sorry I was a little bit behind on those. There's an error message blocking them. Lol, that me. Heather, we've been trying to figure out who XXH_KXX is for so long. I am thrilled to finally know it's you.
Mark out a cork board with red string around it.
I did.
Whole 9 yards.
Corey, you may look. Yo, Louisa sent a dolphin and 11 you're awesomes. Thank you so much.
Woo.
Let's see. Ooh, we're gonna get some opinions in
right.
with this one. Okay. I don't even know. Okay. Let's go for the first hint from K8. Dr. Pepper.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, let me give you a better hint.
What the heck?
Amanda says universal health care.
Universal healthcare. Oh my god, that's so worth the hype. Yes! I don't want to pay money for healthcare. That shit sucks. I don't want money coming out of my bank account when I'm about to die. That sucks. That's so worth the hype. Yes! I'm gonna say something that's gonna get me killed publicly. I'm not that big of a fan of Dr. Pepper. I really don't like Dr. Pepper all that much. I really don't.
Chat, get this guy.
Oh, please. They're like a cult. They're gonna kill me for that opinion.
And then final one, Boardgamers.
Boardgamers. Mm-hmm. Well, all right, a little overrated.
Take another
A
level.
little overrated that one. Actually, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it right there.
Okay.
It's a little board game, a little overrated. But universal healthcare, yeah.
When did you start the live? We started 10 minutes ago, so you are in early. Are we 1 hour early than usual? Yes, and we'll be doing the same thing Tuesday and Thursday. Sorry to get confusing on you, but we're trying some earlier time slots.
We're experimenting.
Let's see how we did. Worth the hype, not worth the hype, universal healthcare, Dr. Pepper, and the board gamers. It was maxed out. I was being vain. I was being a bad person. That's a 2. And universal healthcare is pretty good.
Narcissistic over here.
Dr. Pepper is a real doctor. Makes me feel better when I'm sick. That's spitting. I'm happy with the easier ones. I'm UK based. Understandable.
Yeah, UK.
Happy Bank Day, UK.
Happy Bank Day.
Salute to all the bankers.
Jack, you know what? Forget about Memorial Day. Can we get a W to the real heroes of this world, modern day bankers?
Isn't that crazy? The day that America honors its soldiers, fallen soldiers. I don't fully understand what Bank Day is, but I'm assuming it's celebrating bankers.
It's also Spring Bank Day.
Spring Bank? You have different banks, different seasons.
It's true.
Honey, it's spring. Let's move all of our money from one bank to another.
That's what rich people do for fun.
This is a normal occurrence in Britain.
What is Spring Bank Day? English chatters?
I think it's where they get the banks get the day off. It's just a public holiday day.
Corey thinks universal healthcare is overrated.
Sure.
I heard him say that.
I actually think we should be paying United more money. I think it's actually kind of sick and cool that United uses AI in order to figure out who is least deserving of medical care. Yes!
It's not actually celebrating the bank, but I love that you think that. Bank Day is just a national day off of work. Ah, okay. Jillian sent to heart me. Thank you so much, Jillian. Your card is going to be Millennials Do It. Gen Z does it. I'm going to block my view a little bit. I assure you. It looks like I can still see over here, but I can't. This is where the screen is. Okay.
Brother, literally cheating. Look at that.
Okay.
Can you believe it, chat? Literally cheating. All right, that is where the blue 4 is on the spectrum of millennials to Gen Z or Gen Z to millennials. I don't actually know which order the card is in because I can't see it.
Hell, hold on. I'll move it out of the way. Okay, eyes closed. You can see.
There we go. Millennials, Gen Z, that is where the blue 4 is, chat. Give me some clues. One last time, I'm gonna let you look at it, and I'm gonna close up the form. Mark!
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
TikTok.
TikTok?
TikTok. This very platform we are currently on.
Platform we are currently on. That's a Gen Z thing. But not all the way. I mean, I think plenty of millennials do it. It's not like the most Gen Z thing, but it's pretty Gen Z. Also, I started a gift goal. Somebody was asking about it. They added swords over the weekend, so you can get swords now. Holy moly! So we can actually weaponize the squirrels. It doesn't have to be, lightning or whatever. We can actually just give them physical weapons. Amazing.
Hell yeah. Lock it up. All right. The next one I'm gonna give you.
Sorry, I saw Google giggles.
Sorry. I'm gonna say Snapchat.
Yeah. Holy moly, B sent 50 swords already, helping to militarize the squirrels. Thank you so much, B. Snapchat. That actually moves me a little bit up towards millennials, because Snapchat's a little bit older. It's not super old. When's the millennials cutoff date? How old are millennials right now?
I think the youngest millennial right now is
6, right?
Yeah, it's 29, 28 right now is the youngest millennial.
Okay. I think it's more middling. Yeah.
All right, and the last one I am going to say is watch the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movies from Country Mozart.
Okay. All right. These are all pretty Gen Z, but nothing you said is maxing me out.
Yeah, we're Gen X. Sorry, yes. So this is kind of an outside perspective we're having. Us two Gen Xers. No, we're Gen X.
Yeah. Yeah, we're the silent generation.
We're the silent generation. Yeah. Me and Mark are actually in our mid-50s.
Generations like in their 90s.
We're young for silent generation. But,
I know, guys. I'll drop the skincare routine later.
These
Remember the Great Depression.
these are all pretty Gen Z, but it's all things that millennials can and do. So I'm gonna lock in here. I think I'm pretty confident.
All right.
Corey, you're 50. You look 14.
Corey's Gen Alpha. Come on! Come on! I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. All right. Millennials do it. Gen Z do it. Unfortunately, I think we were a little off on our depictions here.
Not on the same wavelength.
We're not on the same wavelengths. We're not on the same wavelengths.
Okay, you know, Andrew Garfield should have ticked me up towards millennial, but I'm just thinking what would Corey say if it was maxed out Gen Z? It would be something TikTok. It would be like TikTok dances.
I think I would have specified a trend, right?
Yeah.
Because TikTok is it's such a big social media that everybody's on it, right?
Yeah, you could have specified like, I don't know, devious licks or something.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a dated reference at this point, I know, but I'm not super to date with the TikTok trends like Gen Z is doing.
Chopped.
All right. That was a Mark throw.
No. Talk better about yours. Don't talk down yourself like that, Mark. It's the Monday of positivity.
Too late.
All right. Well, brain rot. Yeah, that would have been a good maxed out Gen Z answer.
Yep.
What? Andrew Garfield was the millennial Spider-Man? Was it not Tobey Maguire?
Yeah, Tobey Maguire was the millennial Spider-Man.
Andrew Garfield was the bridge between. Andrew Garfield is solely responsible for bridging the gap between millennials and Gen Z. He is what makes us shake hands between the aisles.
All right, another one from Heather.
Just him.
Useful skill in the real world, useless skill in the real world. This is a custom card submitted to us by Heather in our Discord. If you would like to have your own custom card show up on stream, feel free to join the Discord. Link in bio. We have a suggestions channel just for cards like this. Tobey Maguire is elder millennial. All right, let's see it. This 4 right here is what we're aiming for. Useful skill in the real world, useless skill in the real world. Sitting there in math class going, when are we ever going to use this in real life? Well, you can vent those frustrations through this card, possibly. Useful skills in the real world, useless skills in the real world. Yo, K8 sent 50 swords, helping to arm the squirrels, militarize them. Thank you so much, K8. Holy. Corey, you may look.
Who?
Let's see. Useful skills in the real world, useless skills in the real world. Let's go.
Being Rhett and Link.
Here's an interesting one from Jack's Holiday. Sprinting.
Sprinting's nice. It gets you to places faster, and it exercises you. Other than that, though, you're not investing in your 401k by sprinting unless you're like freaking Usain Bolt getting them gold medals, all right?
Me on my way to the bank to invest.
Me on my way to the bank as all of the UK people are off for the day.
Ooh, okay. Luke is in us with the Pythagorean theorem.
All right, Pythagorean theorem is not that useful. There has been, I will admit, since I have graduated, there has been once or twice where I have needed to know it. That being said, I graduated almost 8 years ago this month. So, not that important.
And final one from Ellie's Adventures, hitting close to home. Cook eggs.
All right, well, cook eggs. That's like you're guaranteed to be able to breakfast every single day if you know how to cook eggs. That's good. That's good nutrition.
There's Corey dissing math again.
Math, absolutely worthless skill. Cooking eggs, that's pretty good. None of these are like life-saving skills, but they'll do you good. You can benefit from them. I like it kind of right there, I think.
You're just not about that triangle life, clearly.
I'm not about that triangle life, dude.
All right, hints were
Bill Cipher looking on. Get that shit away from me.
cook egg, Pythagorean theorem, and sprinting.
Sprinting.
Let's see how we did. Useful skill, useless skill in the real world. Okay, all right, on the target. Not bad at all. That is...
I think it's a 2.
That's a 2. That is definitely a 2.
2.
GG's indeed. Yo, Kelsey Weasel sent 50 swords. Thank you so much, Kelsey
Yo.
Weasel. Helping to militarize those swirls.
When are we gonna get our squirrel soldier salute emote? That's the one I'm campaigning for.
Oh, that's a good idea. I hope they bring back the squirrels as a gift eventually. I was heartbroken when they took them away to begin with.
Never again.
The week that goes by, we seem more insane.
I know. The farther removed we get, like, what are they on about? 4 cards remaining. I realized I was not keeping track of it, but I am now. 4 cards remaining. In our first round of Wavelength. Let's see. Let's get another Country Mozart card up in here. This is a mix between a Country Mozart suggestion and a Heather suggestion, but Country Mozart said it first. So theirs was video game world you'd live in. I changed it to fantasy world you'd live in versus fantasy world you wouldn't live in.
Mark's not a gamer. Mark doesn't know. Mark doesn't know ball. Fantasy world you live in, fantasy world you wouldn't live in. That is the blue for Luis H. Oh, I love this card. I think this is a cool card too. Fantasy world you live in, fantasy world you wouldn't live in. That is the blue 4. Give me some clues. Give me some clues I can give to Mark. Yes, sir. Yes, sirree. I'm seeing some great ones coming in. I am going to close up the board. One last little peeky. Bam! Mark, you can look. You only gotta say the clues one time for me to see them, but I like it regardless, so I'm gonna go with it. The world of How to Train Your Dragons.
So I've not seen that movie, but that sounds terrifying. Isn't the first half them getting mauled and going to war with dragons? I would lose. I'm not built for that. But in the end, if I arrive late, if I, arrive in that world, I'm like, shit, they'll start war with the dragons, and I just hide in a hole until it looks like they're having fun riding the dragons and emerge, that wouldn't be too bad. So, assuming I can survive in a cave for a couple months, I'll put it here.
Alright. And then I'll go with Amy's to Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lord of the Rings.
There's some wild stuff going on in that world. I'm not a huge fan of losing access to all technology. Not everyone has magic. You have to be special to get magic. But, I mean, if I mind my business... What?
Gandalf?
Gandalf. If I mind my business, I think I'll mostly be fine. So, I think it's a little bit to the wouldn't live inside.
Alright. And then, last but not least... Ooh, Tegan, I like that one. Let's go with that one. Toy Story 3 is a toy.
Toy Story 3, is that the one where Andy goes to college?
Yes, that is the one where Andy goes to college.
Is that the one with the bear?
That is the one with the bear.
Fozzie Bear, whatever his name is.
That is the Muppets. You're thinking of the Muppets.
Fozzie Bear, yeah, the one with... and
Yes.
he's singing and he's dancing and it was such a good time.
Yes! That is the one! Fozzie Bear. You got it in one. Lotso. That's the bear's name.
Thanks.
Lotso hugs.
Lots of hugs. Okay, so as a toy, I get abandoned, and there's that horrible incinerator scene. Nightmare fuel, really. But...
I think the movie should have just ended with that scene, personally. Cut out the rest, you don't need it.
So yeah, that sucked all around. But, they lived. And once again, if I fall in line with Lotso's orders, don't step out of line, I think I'll probably be fine. Maybe I could be the monkey. I could be the monkey that watches the cameras.
Simple clap monkey?
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
That's basically what I do on stream. I see a comment I like, oh, yeah!
That's literally Board Ghost's job.
Oh my god, you're right. You're so right.
I'll take it up a little bit. I don't think any of these are awful. These, kind of a little bit suck. I'm gonna lock in right here.
All right, you locked in? I don't know, mention, I saw this one said a few times. The MCU, and then they specified, which is crazy, specifically New York.
That's maxed out, but not.
You can't get a worse. You know the shit that they have to go through on a daily basis? It is an apocalypse level for every single week.
That's like borderline, A Quiet Place.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, fantasy world you live in, fantasy world you wouldn't live in, Lord of the Rings, Toy Story 3 is a toy, and then the first one that I said.
Yo!
Hey!
Let's go. Very nice. That is a 4. Solid 4. Holy.
Yummers indeed. So people did say Final Destination. I personally would put it much higher. What about you?
I don't know. I think my placement here would have been about the same for Final Destination.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Because if I got one of those visions, I'm like really socially awkward. I just wouldn't say anything. I would get the vision about the plane crash and be like, whoa, that was scary. And then, just be nervous as the flight takes off.
All right.
So,
Most Mark socially awkward.
well, in this game mode, when we score a 4, it is only worth 3 points.
Wow.
That is not a mistake. That is supposed to say 10. Why do we only get 3 points, though? Well, instead, the benefit when we score 4 is we get to take an extra card and add it to the stack, extending the game. We would have been at 3 cards remaining, but because there's 4, which is worth 3 points, we're instead at 4 cards remaining. Very nice.
Sorry, just reading YouTube chat. In a row, we have, I miss my wife. I miss your wife, too. I wish I had a wife to miss. It's a 3-act tragedy.
Tom says LMAO, poor people would have been with Mark in
Don't
Final
die.
Destination. Okay, listen, I am saving them from a much worse fate. Going out in a plane explosion instant versus burning to death in a tanning bed? I'm doing them a favor.
That is true. Yeah, that is true. I'd much rather not know it come and it be quick than have the horrible death of dying in a tanning bed. What's up, Live@1299 Gaming?
What's happening is woke up from a nap. How am I late at 5:27? Synthesis this week on today, Tuesday, and Thursday. We're going live an hour early. We're testing out some new time slots. All right. So we're going live at 5 New York time as opposed to 6 New York time. If you're in London, that's going to be 10 as opposed to 11. Actually, you're not from London because you specified 5:27.
Come on.
Maybe your clock's off.
Come on.
Those who are curious in London.
Yes.
Spin up the G-dang board, dude.
I'm picking the card, dang it.
If all of that sounded too convoluted for you, you can always check the special announcements part of our Discord. That'll sum it up very nicely and succinctly.
All right, this is an interesting card. This is elementary school teacher, college professor. And you can interpret this card as either an activity they would do or a person who would be an elementary school teacher versus a person who would be a college professor.
Okay.
So.
All right. Loves kids, hates kids. Another way to phrase this.
Well, welcome in, Anita. Good to see you.
Welcome in. Hope you're feeling good.
Yo, Bjorn Andreas sent a heart me. Thank you so much, Bjorn. This 4 right here is what we're aiming for. Hey, my card. Yes, this is custom card from Erin Nicole. This is a fun one. Our first time trying it out. Spelling be hard sometimes. God damn it, it's a tough word. It's a tough word. Nobody knows how to spell elementary, okay? I'll fix it in a moment.
Lementary. Is that right? I don't know if that's right. That might be wrong.
Elementary, my dear Watson.
Read a book. Actually, that may have been a hint, not an insult. Corey may
No, it can be both.
Okay.
Sounds really clever is what it is.
Elementary school teacher, college professor. Let's go. A lot of people are saying it. Teach.
Okay, I'm not gonna even touch that dial. Much like a commercial from the 90s, I'm not gonna touch that dial.
I'll say no phones. I saw that one too. Oh, Country Mozart says no phones allowed. And let's see, final one I'll give you from Heather, homework.
Homework? Maybe I'll take it. Maybe I'll take it slightly to college professor because you're more likely to get homework from college than elementary school. But dude, it's like dead center. There's no point in me. You know what? There's no point in me even touching that freaking dial anymore, dude. I'm done. Locked in.
Hold on. Let me fix for all the complainers in chat.
I'm locked in.
What the heck?
I'm always locked in. Elementary kids get a lot of homework though too now. That's so fucked up because they don't even know how to use ChatGPT. So how are they gonna get it done?
Dude, shut up, damn it. God, way to ruin my day. All right, Fixed. Is it better? No more judgment. Okay. All right.
All right.
Promotes reading. All right. Let's see it. Elementary school teacher, college professor. Whew, that is a 3. Very nice. It was actually pushed a little bit towards elementary school teacher. And yes, I'm actually of the opinion that giving homework is slightly towards the elementary school side.
All right.
Because it may be a bias from my perspective taking production classes for film, but many classes that I took only relied on essentially 4 assignments. There weren't really homework. There was big tests and assignments that determined the entirety of the grade.
Right.
So, yeah, but I understand it going either way. But very nice. That is a 3. We're at a score of 13 with 3 cards remaining. I had so much more homework in elementary school. Yeah, I don't know.
Fair enough.
It's interesting. Because if you're getting homework in college, if it's not a class that only relies on like 4 either productions or tests or whatever, it's probably gonna be a lot. But I don't know, the consistency of it. Holy moly, Anita sent to heart me. Thank you so much, Anita.
All right.
Yep, I'm getting a new card for you.
Yep.
Next card is going to be... Nobody does it, everybody does it.
Nobody does it. Everybody does it. Let's see what we got. Spin her up. Nobody does it. Everybody does it. That is where the blue 4 is. Chat, give me your clues. Give me your clues. Nobody does it. Everybody does it. I see Tom says, Corey, I see you've downgraded your drawn-on watch to a real one. Tom? Hold on. Pause for dramatic effect. Ooh. That's what you think. I'm always carrying. Right there, locked on.
Is there a drawn watch on?
There is, yeah. You have your eyes closed, so the reveal's not as dramatic for you. You actually kind of got the worst end of the stick here. You just kind of had to stare at me while I did that.
That's really funny.
Thanks, man.
Every day, just
I've just been doing it. I got this shit tattooed. All right, I'm gonna close up the board. Mark, you can look. I'm going to go with, celebrating Christmas.
Okay. So, Christians, if I'm not mistaken, worldwide are less than a third of the world population, around that number. But with that being said, plenty of non-Christians partake in Christmas activities. I don't know if you consider that celebrating Christmas, but they might be a little festive in the season, even if they're not explicitly Christian. It's probably middling, but a little bit towards nobody does it. If I'm looking at a worldwide perspective, American, it's like here. If I'm looking at only America, it's like here.
America. All right, next clue then.
Okay.
Brushing your teeth twice a day.
Twice a day.
Twice a day.
Unfortunately, well, I think that's a bit to the nobody does it side. I think plenty of people say once a day is enough, or some people may do less. The devious among us.
The devious. Ain't nobody doing that shit, Corey. Come on.
Yeah, you know what, Census, good point. 2 times a day, do I look like I'm made of time?
Do I look like I'm made of teeth?
I'm a busy man.
I'm gonna say my
Twice a day, guys. It's seriously important.
final one. Seriously, please brush your teeth twice a day. I beg you. If you're not flossing, at least brush twice a day. Gosh dang it.
If you're not doing the Fortnite dance, flossing.
You will thank yourself.
I'm going to say, Turtles, I like that one, wearing makeup.
So we've discussed the wearing makeup one before, and it's middling because the classic societal answer is, you know, girls do it, boys don't. But there are plenty of boys who do wear makeup. There's also plenty of girls who don't wear makeup. So when push comes to shove, I think it's slightly, it could go either way. I'd just call it middle. It really could go either way. Middle. Screw it. Locked in.
All right. Locked in.
Bah humbug.
In the middle. Bah. Who cares? Who gives one? brushing teeth every day. You're asking the British. Once a month is fine. Hasmom, I'm pretty sure you're British, so I will let that one slide, I think. I don't think I can be mad at that. I mean, I'm not British, so it's not offending me.
Mark, did you account for how many British viewers we have?
Oh, no, nobody does it.
Come on, guys, no. When I insinuated I didn't think Tikka Masala was British, death threats came my way. You can't be making this joke, all right?
Twice a day, isn't it?
Jesus
right.
Christ.
Nobody does it. Everybody does it.
Jesus Christ. All right, nobody does it. Everybody does it. Brush teeth twice a day. Wear makeup, and then the final one. I'll never remember a third one. Nobody does it. Everybody does it. Bam!
Celebrate Christmas.
Celebrate Christmas.
Happy Bank Day.
That is right. Happy Bank Day.
Happy Bank Day. That is a 3, I do believe. I think I see it peeking out. That is a 3. Very close. Put it too far to the everybody does it side. I should have accounted for the British.
Should have accounted for this. Want to talk about Brits' teeth, but let's talk about Americans' weight. Listen, it's fine, all right? I'm not going to sit here and be like, Americans aren't fat, because then I'm throwing stones from a glass house over here, all right? I get it.
Where would speaks English be? Ooh, that's interesting, because obviously I have a biased perspective as an American who speaks English. So looking at a worldwide stage, you know, that would push me towards the nobody does it side, because so many other languages are out there. But with that being said, I'm aware that English is taught in many places because America is a trade superpower, and it is the language of the skies. So if you want to fly planes, I think it is, you have to speak English. But that's not enough for me to say, oh, well, everybody does. I think it would be slightly to nobody does it side. Yes. 2 cards remaining. Score of 16. Where would watch sports be? I don't do that shit. I don't care about the people who do.
Yeah, well,
I'm joking. it would be like here.
No one who's cool does it.
all right.
It's one of those things where I have to account for my own biases, and it's really hard to do that in an accurate way in this game.
Yeah, you're asking the board gamers where they would put the sports watching scale on that, and shocking no one, we are not sports guys.
Speaking of biases, this is gonna be good movie for a date, bad movie for a date. Ooh, fun one. I'm spinning up the board for this one.
Spin her up, Mark.
About 20% of the world speaks English, I think.
Dang, okay. That's kind of sick.
My guess would, Turtle says my guess would be 40 to 45% worldwide if secondary languages count. I mean, surely it does. If you speak English as a secondary language, you're still speaking English.
It's true. It's true.
I'd knock him out, bruv. Can't we just stick to the TikTok/YouTube war? Yes, that's enough. That's enough of America versus Britain. It is back to classic TikTok versus YouTube. Flaunt your superiority there.
It's true. It's true. Listen, chat, we're approaching 10,000 on TikTok and 1,000 on YouTube, which is the monetization goal for both platforms. And all I'm saying is one of you is going to hit it first.
Just Google it. Grossly overestimated. Only 17% of the world speaks English, even as a secondary language. Wow. Corey, you may look. First hand I'm going to give you, Terrifier.
The movie?
Yes.
Bad. It's just gore. It's just gore. Child exploded in that movie. That's just gore. Oh, gore of my comfort character.
Okay. But how about Human Centipede 2 from Owen?
Now, okay.
Kyra Wright said Terrifier, by the way.
Hear me out.
Credit.
I think that one might get you in the mood. Right? Because, you know, you see the Human Centipede and what they're doing on screen, and you're like, you know, neuron activate.
And no, it won't. And
No, Chad, hear me out. I think I might be right on this one.
final one, just because this is such a departure from every other comment being given. Amber says the McDonald's movie. Honey, you have to see this.
Honey. Now the question is, which one do they mean? Do they mean Ronald McDonald and Friends, or do they mean Mac and Me? Are you aware of Mac and Me?
Oh, I'm aware of Mac and Me.
So is it that or the Ronald McDonald's one? I think the answer is the same for either or. I don't think either of them is a very good movie for a date. I think it's kind of one of the worst things you could possibly choose.
The one where he eats McDonald's for a month. No, that's Supersize.
That's Supersize.
That is slightly different.
A fun fact about Supersize Me, you know why it seemed like he was deteriorating throughout the movie? Turns out he was a massive alcoholic. So it wasn't actually a study on how supersizing ruined the body. It was a documentary about how alcoholism ruins the body.
You've been eating burgers and your liver is toast? I've never seen this before. Dude, McDonald's is wild, man.
Dude, fucking McDonald's got my ass.
Funniest thing he's ever done.
All right. I'm locked in. What's up,
Locked
Raven?
in. Mac and Me is the Alien movie, or the Allen movie.
Yes, that's the one.
Alien, yes. All right, good movie for a date, bad movie for a date, Terrifier, Human Centipede 2, The McDonald's Movie. Very nice. That is a 4 in the nick of time, too.
Oh, Corey, I didn't know you were a McDonald's movie aficionado. This changes things. Mystique, I am just a bad movie aficionado, and the McDonald's movies all classify as that.
What time did you all start UK time? We started at 10 p.m. London today. We were an hour early. We are also going to be an hour early on Tuesday and Thursday. Just prepare yourselves for that. Alrighty, very nice. In this game mode, when we score a 4, it is only worth 3 points. Corey's about to update the score to say...
Yes, I am.
To say 19, not 20. Why is he doing that? Well, instead, the benefit is we get to take another card and add it to the stack. We would have been at 1 card remaining, but because the 4 worth 3 points, we're instead at 2 cards remaining. Very nice.
Bam! Alright, Eric Britton, please stop spamming, genuinely. Where would Brokeback Mountain be? I will answer this question. That's a good date movie. It's literally a romance.
It is?
So, it's literally a romance movie.
Love Board Gamers, bad math.
So, 50 First Dates is a sad romance movie.
Look Who's Back was perfect. I'm not familiar with that movie. Oh, wait. Maybe I am. Maybe I am familiar with that movie. Never mind. It's a bad one for a date. Stupid to Brilliant's gonna be the card.
Alright. Spin her up.
Yes.
Stupid to Brilliant. Stupid Brilliant. Bam! That is where the blue 4 is, chat. Stupid to Brilliant. That is where the blue 4 is. Check it out. Give us some clues that will put Mark onto that blue 4. What's up, Hayden? How's it going? How's it going? Oh, I'm seeing some great clues come in. Oh, I'm seeing some wonderful things come in. I am going to close up the board. Mark, you can look. Let's go with I'm gonna take this one and I'm going to specify Patrick Star, season 1 through 3 of SpongeBob.
Seasons 1 through 3.
Season 1 through 3.
Okay. I mean, he's pretty stupid during those. I'm trying to think 1 through 3. Do they do any? I mean, they haven't like flanderized him yet. But they also haven't given those little glimpses where he's shown to be, you know, smarter than people think. I think he's pretty far to the stupid side. I'd say, like, I don't know, right here.
And then I'm gonna say this one is very funny because it's very different than all the ones being said. So I'm gonna go with Joe Kirk's whoopee cushions.
Okay, they're pretty stupid. I don't think they're maxed out stupid. I think they're pretty darn stupid though. But maybe they can be used in some brilliant ways. I don't know. They're not the peak of comedy or anything. I'll put whoopee cushions like here. Whoopee cushions, Patrick Star.
All right. And last but not least, I like League Havens. Dobby from Harry Potter.
Dobby from Harry Potter. Yo, Ace into Heart Me. Thank you so much, A.
Dobby from Harry Potter.
I can't call that gross little creature stupid. It would be mean.
Yeah, that would be the mean thing you'd say about him. That's the mean one. Stupid. That crosses a line.
Yeah.
Can't come back from that.
I mean, he did outsmart Lucius Malfoy. Holy moly. Country Mozart sent a super chat. $1 to each. Mark, Corey, and Board Ghost.
Thank you.
Sending $2. Thank you, Country Mozart. Alright, stupid to brilliant. I feel mean calling him stupid. He went through enough. It's not his fault he didn't get an education. I don't know. I guess he's a little bit stupid. I'll just ignore it and go Patrick Star and Whoopee Cushions. Maybe Patrick's in the middle. Maybe. I'll go a little bit to the stupid side.
Yeah,
And he jumped in front of that knife for Harry.
it's true.
Actually, did he, or was he just standing there and the knife
He's
hit
kind
him?
of standing there.
Okay, still.
Kind of caught astray.
Dolby, you idiot.
Tommy, you fucking moron.
Why are you too stupid to move? Holy moly. A sent a popular vote, and Kelsey Weasel sent 50 swords. Thank you so much, Kelsey Weasel.
Thank you, thank you. All right, stupid to brilliant. Dobby, Patrick Star, season 1 through 3. And I will never remember the third answer, ever again.
Whoopee Cushions.
Whoopee
Dobby.
Cushions! Stupid brilliant.
Hey, let's go. You knew I wouldn't want to call that ugly little creature stupid.
He's not that stupid.
He's so mean.
That'd be mean.
I wouldn't say like Dobby's a genius, but he's fine.
Very nice. That is a 3. Wait, is it a 3? Alright, I held it up and completely forgot. I think, yeah, it's a 3.
It's a 3.
1 card remaining.
22.
Holy, welcome in. See my Lego Dobby staring at me.
In shame. How could you? What's up, Chamary?
Alrighty, 1 card remaining. 1 card remaining. Let's make it count. Let's do a classic custom card from Mary. Belongs in a school. Belongs in a prison.
Whoa. Wowee.
Livid Scroll says Mark. I don't even remember what I did to earn that mark.
Oh, that was stupid brilliant. That was their suggestion.
Oh! Thanks, y'all.
There are a few of those. I didn't read them out, but they were in chat.
How can I do a custom card? Great question. In our bio, there's a link to our Discord. If you want to join the Discord, there's a suggestions channel, and I look there every once in a while and update the cards that people give. And you can see your custom card on screen if you want. So yeah, feel free to join our Discord, link in bio. Thought I was writing Lincoln first. You know, I think you're the first person to say that. Belongs in a school, belongs in a prison. Custom card from Mary. We're aiming for this 4 right here. Need a clue to get Corey to place the red dial right onto that blue 4. This is our last card for this round. We'll be doing another round. Do not worry. Do not fret. Okay. All right. Let's see. Closing it up. Corey, you may look.
Hello.
Here's an interesting one from Kira. Tables.
Tables?
Tables. Can he give you another one from K8? Windows.
Those are just things that are in both, man. They just freaking exist in both of them.
Meows Meows sent a heart me. Thank you so much, Meows Meows. And let's see. Final one I'll give you.
They're just like, I mean, just actively both of those things, you're gonna walk into a school in prison and there's going to be an inaccurate 50-50 of either or. I guess maybe you're likely to see less windows in a prison because, you know, escape, freedom. But other than that, I think they're pretty much the same. And maybe I'll take it slightly to belongs in a school.
Let's see. And final one I'll give you from Hosbomb. Interesting one. Toilets with doors. So like a stall.
Oh, that's way more in schools, I think, because the toilets in jails are just in the cell. Like, you're just raw dogging in there, the whole world to see.
It's public pooping.
It's public pooping, man. That being said, our school that we were in did remove the stall doors at one point so that we couldn't go in the bathroom there. So it's not that unheard of for it to happen in a school that there's no stall doors.
I forgot about the bathroom closings of back in the day.
So
Why do you guys have a Patterson behind you? It's our friend Patterson.
Robert Patterson came to visit. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I think this is on the belongs in the school side, but not crazy. So.
What sort of school do you go to?
Public school in America. Does that answer your
Public
question?
school in America.
Does that answer your question?
We saw some things. The principal, as revenge for a student spray painting slanderous art about him on the wall, somebody made a interesting drawing of our principal on a bathroom wall, shut down all of the bathrooms but one as punishment for the whole school. Wild thing that they can do. Belongs in a school, belongs in a prison. Very nice.
Yeah.
That is a 4. Holy. Elena sent the Miss Guy emote. Yeah.
Sums them up pretty well.
We had cubicle doors, but no doors into the toilet area. Ooh, you know, we graduated right before they started keeping the doors open at all times to the bathrooms as vape prevention. So, yeah, if you guys are a year or so younger than us, you may have experienced the vape preventative measures.
Vaping epidemic.
Yeah. Well, in this game mode, when we score a 4, it is only worth 3 points. Corey's about to update the score to say 25.
Sorry, I had to kill a guy.
Okay. Not 26. Why is he doing that? Well, you see, the benefit is instead, we get to take another card and add it to the stack, extending the game. We would have been at 0 cards remaining. None. Game over. But because it's 4, worth 3 points, we're instead at 1 card remaining. Very nice. So hey, if we're on the target with this card, even if we get 2, it's like we're not losing a point, it's like we're gaining a point, you know?
Okay.
So you're getting 5 points total instead of the 4 we would have had if it was just worth 4. Yeah.
Okay.
Dang, you guys must be younger than I thought.
How young do you think we are?
1 card remaining. The thing that'll always get me is when we ask, how old do you think we are? And the answers were 25 and 14.
It's true. It's true.
Wild.
25 and 16. There it is. Yes. Yep. Make that a card. How old they think they are? Mark 21, Corey 69. Fuck, they got us. Nailed it.
21. All right, horrible place to be blindfolded, fine place to be blindfolded. 1 card remaining, let's make it count.
All right. Closing your eyes. 24.
That was me, said Limit Scroll.
26, baby. Rocking it. I love it every time someone says I'm younger than 26, though. It gives me this good feeling. Feel power. Feel strong. Yeah. Horrible place to be blindfolded. Fine place to be blindfolded. This one is a card of all time. That's for sure.
Nobody ever believes it, but I am the youngest one here.
It is true. Absolute youngest one here. Oh my God. Let's see what you guys are saying. I'm loving some wonderful ones. I'm loving them all. Ooh. I am going to close up the board. Mark, you can look.
Holy moly, LeagueHaven.com sent 11 roses and 10 goats. Thank you so much.
Yippee.
And K8 sent 20 swords, helping us towards the sword goal. Thank you so much, K8.
I'm not going to say birthday party.
Birthday party. That's a great place to be blindfolded, right? You know, they're walking you in for a surprise birthday party. But I mean, if you're blindfolded the whole birthday party, I mean, you know, that starts to tick me back a little bit. But I feel pretty safe being blindfolded at a birthday party.
All right. I'm gonna say film set. I like that one from Bread.
Film set.
Film set.
Ooh.
You can take that however you want.
Okay.
Sure.
That's gonna tick me back a lot. There are a lot of dangerous moving things on a film set. That being said, I think some of the people I've worked with in the past may have been blindfolded. So, can't be the worst, but will take me back a good bit. The last, big professional set I worked on, I could have been blindfolded during my job and no one would have noticed.
All right. That is true. Knowing what I know about your last job, yes, that is absolutely true. No one would have batted an eye.
It may have hindered me a little bit. I could have figured it out. Holy moly, League Haven sent 48 roses, and Mariah sent 99 swords and a rose. Thank you so much, Mariah.
Woo! I got an honorable mention I want to lock in. But before I give out the honorable mention, I'll give you your final clue, which is, I'll go with Joe Kirks again, in a scare maze.
Oh, you're really ticking me back now. I mean, so here's the thing. It's not gonna be on the horrible side because you're still being scared, but if you're in a scare maze, they're designed to kind of get you along through the maze. If the people with the chainsaws think you're in danger, they're just gonna kind of like shove you towards the exits. So I think it's fine, but I'll be freaked out. I don't know, I'll take it down. Film set. Okay, no, I'm taking back up. Film set and birthday party. I guess I'm here. I'm locked in. I'm locked in right here.
All right, you're locked in. Honorable mention. It's a roller coaster. I thought that one was fun.
Brett says, how do I unlock the sword gift? Oh, crap. Brett, do you not have access to it? I forget when we do the new ones that some people who
jump right in.
Who don't update their app, like, or just are in different regions of the world, don't have access to it.
There's not really anything they can do about it.
So, I'm sorry, there's nothing you can do on their end. We'll keep that in mind for next time.
All right, horrible place to be blindfolded. Fine place to be blindfolded. This is a tricky card.
Yes.
Tricky card.
Ooh, I missed just barely.
Just barely.
Just barely. That is a miss, meaning our final score is 25. Damn. Anita says I also don't have it. We will keep this in mind to not do the new ones when they come out because people have issues with them. Apologies. Golly. Well, we are doing another game after this. We are taking 7 new cards and restarting back at 0. But first thing, I want to read the message that we got for scoring a 25. Holy moly, Kelsey Weasel saying chatting popcorn. Thank you so much. There are glasses on my face.
I love you, Jim.
The message we get for scoring a 25, Tom sending chatting popcorn as well. Holy, look at the little guy dancing.
Look at him go.
Message we get for scoring a 25 is head exploding emoji, head exploding emoji, head exploding emoji.
3 JFKs!
3 JFKs! That is what we get according to the rulebook. Ah, a dog!
Whoa,
Ah!
whoa.
I got it, don't worry.
He's coming back. He was here to finish the job. I'm spreading the message.
Tom sent puppy kisses. Thank you so much, Tom. 7 new cards, new round. The score to beat is 25. We're getting those head exploding emojis. League Haven says, Corey, I love your glasses.
Hey, I love your comment.
They're pretty cool.
Thanks, man.
Holy moly, KD sent big shout outs. Thank you so much. And Tom is sending 42 swords to help arm the squirrels. Thank you, thank you.
Lock and loaded.
Corey, I'm gonna let you do the first card and I'm going to run to do business.
Oh, while you run
see.
to do business, I must thank Kate for the Rosa. You lighted up our gift gallery.
Yeah, thank you, Kate.
Thank you, Kate!
Wrong button. Won't live to be 100, will live to be 100.
Won't live to be 100. Will live to be the 100. For the squirrels. For the squirrels, indeed, Tom. Kaylin says that was dark. You know, Kaylin, it's exposure therapy. We've said it so many times at this point. I just kind of forget that it loses meaning, and it actually is a very dark thing we're saying. Won't live to 100. Whoa, what is a freaking teddy bear behind me, dude? Tom sent Tom's hug? Would you look at that? Tom, very own hug. Thank you for the Tom's hug. Won't live to 100. Will live to 100. That is where the blue 4 is. Mark is currently using the bathroom. He's using it. I think it's funny. Kaylin, that's why we say it. Of course it's funny. Objectively, it's hilarious. And we're not going to stop saying it. I'm just saying at this point, it's lost meaning, and I forget about it. Tom says, I just hugged Corey. Tom, you're the only one that gets to do that. Only one, because you gave that gift. Everybody else, I'm fighting them. Fighting them off like vicious predators. Let's see what people are saying. There are some good ones in chat. I'm seeing some good ones. I'm seeing some ones I like. The vegan teacher, that's a pull. Something fixed with super glue is pretty interesting. Bill Cosby is unfortunate but probably correct. Kris Jenner, Julie Andrews, a fitness trainer. Stevie Griffin from Family Guy. Yeah, that one definitely, only because that show is immortal in time. Is that Mark's shirt on the chair? Did you guys show up matching? It's not too close, I don't think. Armand Spaghetti owns the same exact shirt that I wore, and he wore it yesterday, so he kind of like subliminally forced me to wear this shirt today. Anyone born now is a good pick too. Gwyneth Paltrow, Queen Elizabeth. Well, Queen Elizabeth, we know the answer to that question. So I see people who say the hit of people who are already dead on this scale, and it's like objectively we know the answer of whether or not they will. For Queen Elizabeth, it's no. They're not going to. They're not gonna make it. Someone who doesn't care and smokes one cigarette and drinks one glass of wine a day. That's how they're gonna make it to infinite. They're gonna live forever doing that. I like David Attenborough. That's probably the one I'm gonna go with first. I really like David Attenborough, and I like the something fixed with super glue. Izzy says a late hello from me. Hello, Izzy. How's it going? How's it going? Well, I hear him coming. Close up the board so he can't see it.
Hello, I'm back.
He's back. Put your mic on. Be professional.
Damn.
That's right. Crack that whip. First one I give you, David Attenborough.
David Attenborough?
David Attenborough.
Who's that? Whoa, what the hell?
Whoa! Holy shit!
Oh, Jesus Christ. Tom sent Tom's hug.
He's freaking out.
Holy moly, Tom sent Tom's hug. It's wild. And Tom earlier sent a Tom's hug. Micah sent 12 roses. Brad sent a rose. And Tom sent 91 swords, helping arm the squirrels. Thank you so much. David Attenborough. Who's that guy again? Sorry.
He's the documentary guy who does all the voiceover of the documentary. This we see the penguin in its wild habitat.
Oh yeah, he's living to be 100. Faux show.
Let's go with Country Mozart. Something fixed with super glue.
Something fixed with super glue?
Something fixed with super glue.
So I'll probably live to be 100. It's not gonna be maxed out, right? Because you didn't name the sun, you know, stuff like that. So you said a human who may or may not die and something fixed with super glue could wear out. Super glue is not impossible. I think I'd go here.
And then the last one I'm gonna give you is... Man.
Holy moly, Tom sent 111 swords. Thank you so much. And Joe Water sent a super chat over on YouTube. Shout out to the mods. Thank you so much, Joe.
Shout out the mods. You know what, screw it. I'm gonna go with it. I see at least 2 people saying it now. Stewie Family Guy.
W. Joe, indeed. Stewie Family Guy? What the hell?
Stewie Family Guy. You know, titular character, Stewie Family Guy.
Oh, titular character of Stewie Family Guy. Stewie. Yeah. Someone put hair in my mouth.
Who would do such a thing?
Sure, let's beat him up.
Family Guy.
Yeah, alright. Okay.
Sorry, I'm actually dying over here.
That's fair. Collect yourself.
Okay.
Boston says, am I
let me
late? I
collect
thought
myself
stream
real quick.
started at 11 GMT. Boston, we're going an hour earlier. Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday this week. You can check our Discord link in bio for more updated times.
Stewie Family Guy.
Stewie Family Guy.
So he's probably going to live to be 100, but he's still going to be a baby, so it doesn't really count. So I'm going to go here, and I'm locked in.
You're gonna go there?
Mark not living to 100. Indeed, I doubt I'll even make it to tomorrow.
It's true. It's true.
All right, let's reel the board. Won't live to be 100. Will live to be 100. Wow, I was way off. Okay.
David, and I'm gonna keep saying it wrong just to annoy the people in chat. David Attenborough. I'm gonna enunciate the bruh now. David Attenborough. It's a little touch and go. We're not quite sure.
Ooh.
We'll see.
Unfortunate.
We'll see.
I hugged both the boys, Mark and Corey. Thank you, Tom. Thank you again. Mary sends 6 swords. Thank you so much. There's a running joke in the LGBTQ plus community that the end of the world, Cher will still be alive.
I believe it.
Likely.
I believe it. He only has to survive another year. It's tough. We'll see. I said it right. Well, that's how I said it the entire time. David Attenborough.
6 cards remaining. 6 cards remaining. We have to beat 25. It's going to be tough. We're going to have to lock in.
Lock in. What's up, AJ? What's up, Dean?
Yeah, Yeah, welcome
How's
in.
it going?
Welcome in, ogres. Missed you guys. Missed you too. Holy moly, we got another Tom's Hug. Tom sent a Tom's Hug. Thank you so much. It's so cool that they made a gift specifically for you, Tom. But this is relaxing hobby, stressful hobby. Custom card from Country Mozart.
Okay. Alright.
Golly. All right, relaxing hobby, stressful hobby. Corey, close your eyes.
Alright.
This 4 right here is what we're aiming for. Love that you erased the 0, just replaced with another 0.
Well, I had to update the score after all.
Yes. Low key giving Rhett and Link from GMM. General Motors. Relaxing hobby, stressful hobby. This 4 right here is what we're aiming for. Custom card from Country Mozart. Feel free to join the Discord if you want to see your own custom card show up on stream. Link in bio. All right, closing up the board. Corey, you may look. Okay. All right. Let's go. Ooh, great one from League Havens. Table tennis.
Table tennis.
Ping pong.
Alright.
Let's go with Kira's mountain climbing.
Okay, I was gonna say, ping pong can kind of be relaxing. It's a sport, it's very, like, low maintenance. Mountain climbing, that's a little more stressful. That's a little more, you could die if you make one wrong slip.
Or just please, you're gonna get a secret streamed. Please stop spamming that. And let's see. Final one, I'll give you. Let's see. We'll pop over to one on YouTube. Everyday streaming from Nux.
Everyday streaming? That's pretty middling. Well, no, that's relaxing. I wouldn't say everyday streaming is that stressful at all. I think it's pretty relaxing. That's why we do it. It's a good time. So,
You do it because it's relaxing?
yeah, it's fun, it's relaxing, you chat with... Do you not think this is relaxing? You think this is stressful?
I can't say anything till you place the dial. So you got mountain climbing, you have everyday streaming, and what was the other one I gave you? First one I gave you?
Mountain climbing, everyday streaming, and ping pong.
Ping pong, table tennis, yes.
Alright.
Holy moly, Bread. Oh, Bread got access to the swords after all.
Let's go!
Did work! Cool, Brett, thank you!
They're passing 370 swords. Holy moly, thank you so much. Sent 10 swords earlier, and Tom sent 91 swords. Holy shit. Bread sent 479 swords. Thank you so much.
I'll keep it neutral for mountain climbing, and I guess ping pong is like an active sport that you're playing, so maybe that's not relaxing, but I genuinely don't think streaming is stressful at all. So I guess I'm locked in there. It's gonna be maxed out stressful, and me and you are gonna have some words after stream. That's crazy. That's crazy to me.
Okay.
In front of my chat? In front of my TikTok and YouTube chat, you're gonna say that?
Every day?
Yeah.
Every day? Wow, I mean,
I've done it. Several years, actually.
TBH, I think we stress out Mark.
It's true.
It's
true.
I mean,
I do
look.
have a heart rate monitor attached to him for his health. It does spike every time we go live and he sees people coming into chat.
It's a performance, you know, and it's in my opinion a little bit stressful to keep up and to be continuously talking and trying to be entertaining and do the game and make sure people aren't upset and blah 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 blah. Look, it's fun, but that doesn't mean it's not stressful.
They're saying it's because Mark doesn't get IHOP Wednesdays.
That's true.
Oh, okay. March is here to get that bag.
Sorry, I forgot. You don't get fucking banished to the shadow realm once a week.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, just keeping it up every single day, I think it doesn't. Some level of stress.
Mark seems like the kind of person to stress himself out over anything, and that's pretty accurate. I don't think you have a base relaxed mode, so I think for you anything is a stressful hobby.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Because I don't think you'd put Magic the Gathering or Dungeons and Dragons on the relaxful end of this spectrum.
No.
Yeah, so I think that.
No. Well, Magic maybe. Magic maybe. Okay, alright, what's our next card going to be? Alright. How many cards remaining? 5 cards remaining. It is going to be so bad it's good versus actually just bad. Custom card from Andy.
All right.
I can only tell because I'm the same. Side note, Mark, have you gotten a new belt yet? The belt that you saw before that was falling apart is not the belt I'm wearing now, but that is not a new belt. It is I'm using a dress belt that I didn't want to be using as an everyday belt. I still have not officially pulled the plug on a new belt to replace the one you saw that broke.
All right, so bad it's good, actually just bad. Let's see what we got. So bad it's good, actually just bad. That right there is where the blue 4 is. Chad, give me some suggestions. Give me some suggestions. Give me some hints in chat. Ooh, I'm seeing some good ones coming in. I am seeing some good ones coming in. I'm seeing some that I hate, but that's okay. I am gonna go and close the board. Mark, you can look. I'm gonna kind of go with Dr. Facilier. I see a lot of people saying variations of it. I'm gonna say like cheap pizza, kind of like fast food pizza. Think Domino's, think Papa John's, think Little Caesars, that kind of stuff.
So they're not so bad it's good, right? They're just actually bad. I mean, I like their pizza. I like Papa John's pizza. I like Domino's pizza. But that being said, I wouldn't say it's because it's so bad it's good. It's just, I don't mind that it is bad. So I put that a little bit over here. Lisa the Star sent to heart me. Thank you so much, Lisa.
All right. Then I am going to say...
Saw a few PMPs.
I think there's a lot of PMPs in here. And I don't know if I want to go with them. People really like it. I am going to say... I'm going to say Crocs.
Crocs.
I'm going to say Crocs.
Crocs are not bad at all. In the slightest, so this is middling, because it's not so bad it's good, because it's just good, and it's not actually as bad because it's good. So in the middle.
Okay.
Bastard.
What is a P&P? It is a peanut butter pickle, which we have been cursed to be forced to eat several times on stream.
Yes.
It is my 9/11.
I'm approaching like 15 of them at this point.
That's really unfortunate.
PMPs that I've eaten.
Chat is... So here's the thing. Chat really wants me to say Eurovision. Okay?
I don't know
We
what
are
Eurovision
American.
is.
We are American. He didn't even know Eurovision was a thing until I brought it up a little while ago.
Yeah, it's when you see through coins.
Yes, it's when you look at Europe on a map. Yes, very good. All right, the final one I'm going to say...
Peanut butter pickles sounds like a pregnant snack. It wouldn't be a good one, but...
Let's go McDonald's burger.
McDonald's burger? So that's another... Okay, I guess... You've named nothing at all that's so bad it's good. Right? Because there has to be... You cross some threshold of badness that makes it tolerable. You name things that are just bad or just good, which leads me to believe it's middling. But since it has the word good in it, and I like Crocs, I'll put them on the so bad it's good side. They get a lot of undue hate. And McDonald's burger?
McDonald's burger.
You didn't say Big Mac specifically. They're overpriced.
There's a lot of different McDonald's burgers.
Those might just be actually bad. And then... I'm gonna go middles, but slightly towards so bad it's good side. I'm gonna lock in right here.
All right, locked in. So bad it's good.
Twilight. Okay, there's something that's actually so bad it is good. Twilight is an example of something so bad it's good.
McDonald's burger. Cheap pizza, Domino's, Little Caesars, Papa John's, and then the third and final one, which I will never remember. You can't make me remember the third thing I said. Bang!
Okay, alright, so on the target, not bad at all. That is a 2. Very nice. We're on the board now at least.
We'll take it.
Waiting for the PMP with almond butter. Did we not do that the first time we did it? I'm positive we did.
Don't make me.
I know, we did it with Austin.
Thank God.
And I think the general consensus was it was better with the almond butter. Woo! On the board.
On the board.
Indeed. You did it with all seeds. Okay, thank you, Megan. Yeah, that's what I thought.
You know, the worst part about the PMP is I just don't like pickles.
I love pickles.
I just have the anti-pickle gene. Don't like them.
The anti-pickle gene.
Anti-pickle gene, man. Don't like them. It's like those people that think cilantro tastes like soap. But I have that for pickles, and I don't like pickles. They are gross.
Let's see. Let's get a good card. All right, this card's never caused controversy. Useless in a fight, useful in a fight.
Useless in a fight, useful in a fight.
I'm spinning up the board for this one.
Spin her up, man.
Pickles are so good. I love pickles. Honey mustard pickles are the only good ones. I do not like flavored pickles. I'd be willing to try a honey mustard one. I have not done that before. Fave card. Hello, Sammy. Welcome in. Useful in a fight, useless in a fight. This 4 right here is what we're aiming for. I'm also part of the Pickle Hater Club.
Thank you. There are dozens of us. Dozens.
Alrighty. This 4 is the target. Give us your best hints for useful in a fight, useless in a fight.
What it's like to be a pickle hater in a pickle lover's world, man.
Wow.
It's tough out here.
Closing up the board. Corey, you may look.
Because the second you get a pickle on a sandwich and you didn't want a pickle, it's over. You can take the pickle off, your sandwich tastes like pickles now.
True, spitting balls.
It's over.
Let's go with Hozpom's, a cream pie.
Well, I think after a good one of those, the fight's gonna be over. All right? You've all let out your aggression. It's over. You can go home. Fight's done.
Let's assume it's the food version.
Oh, okay. My bad. That's what I was talking about. A tasty, delicious pie. You can go
Corey.
home. I don't know what you mean. I don't know. I think clowns are a vicious foe, and they could be whipping out cream pies like crazy.
I want to hear you say that again, Mark. I don't think I will. Let's go.
I think a clown, for the record, can do some damage with a cream pie, right? You could comedically humiliate your enemy, and then it's over. It's a wrap.
Let's go. Who said it? Jade said baguette.
Baguette.
The bread.
Is it a stale baguette or just a fresh baguette? Stale baguette. All right, now we can do some damage. We got a bludgeon, blunt force weapon. We can start nailing some people with it. And then with a fresh baguette, crisp.
Ooh, KT Bug. Final hint: your voice.
Your voice?
Hit with a fus roda.
These things are all useless in a fight, I think. I think there is a chance you could speech check your way out of a fight a la Fallout New Vegas, right? You have a high enough speech core, you can weasel your way out of a fight. If you confuse the enemy by screaming things at them, you can run away real quick in shame. That being
not
said,
a Dragonborn. SMH. Words hurt. Insult them.
That's what I've learned from streaming, is that words do in fact hurt. So yeah, I think it's useless in a fight, but not... I don't think it's like maxed out. This isn't like Squeaky Hammer. So I'm gonna put it like right here.
Can we at least add an oatmeal to the beginning? Of course. Well, Corey, your hints were oatmeal cream pie.
Why would you do that to my oatmeal? Eat that.
Your voice and a baguette. Let's see how we did. Useful in a fight, useless in a fight. Very nice. Very nice. That is a 3. That is a 3. Very nice.
Woo.
Only a German rustic baguette. Lisa the Star sent a popular vote. Thank you so much, Lisa the Star. We are now at a score of 5. 5 with 3 cards remaining. Ooh, we're gonna have to put in some legwork if we want to beat our previous score. Golly.
Versus Corey knows his fights. I might lose every single one of them, but that just allows me to create the perfect tier list.
All right, we pretty much never do this card. We're gonna try it, okay? We're gonna run it and see how it goes. This is gonna be interesting. We don't run this card often. Something Corey would do, something Mark would do. Okay? All right, this is to chat's best interpretation. You've known us a while now, okay? All right?
I'm so sorry for, okay. Yeah, all right.
I'm placing the dial here.
Yeah. This is such, shouldn't they be switched? Mark, you're getting 10,000 years gulag.
Yeah, okay.
You're getting 10,000 years gulag. Ariel Brooks says, oh gosh, I'm new here. Ariel, we're gonna make this one quick.
Yeah, we're gonna go quick. Don't worry,
We're gonna make this one quick.
If you're new here, you might be learning about us.
You might be learning about us. This is gonna be a strange one. Something.
You might be reading through other people's comments going, dear God.
Why'd you have to have this flip? They do what? Something Corey would do. Something Mark would do. Why do you have to have a point opposite directions for this? This is so cringe, dude. That's where the blue 4 is. That is the blue 4 is. Primark says you use this game a lot. Has the dial pointer lost any of its resistance yet, or is it completely unfloppy?
Ain't that...
It's time for a new board. Let's put it that way.
I'm gonna answer that question. I don't
know where the rest of it is.
Okay.
Okay, we cannibalized the last board. I was gonna do a spin for you. Oh, here we go.
You can look, by the way. You can look.
It's closed. All right, give a listen to this. We wore this thing dry. This is the old board.
All right. Let's get this round over with. Let's get this round over. First clue, I'm gonna have you enjoy a peanut butter pickle.
Mark.
All right.
You did it too, and you said it wasn't bad. Okay, so.
Wait, this is such a crazy good response from Heather. Take expired meds.
Okay, that is crazy good, because here's the thing. Doing expired medicine, that is totally something I would do, but I also just don't really take medicine that often. That's more a Corey thing to do.
Sure.
So it's gonna be middling, but towards the Mark side.
All right, and last but not least, you know what, Ariel Brooks, they said they were a new chatter, but they knew it. Get stressed out easily.
Well, I did explicitly say that's a me thing, but let's not pretend you don't get stressed out.
That's true.
I get stressed out easily.
I don't get stressed out on camera.
You just crash out and take it out on me.
That's
Maybe
true.
that's why I'm so stressed on screen. All right, I'm locked in right here. Something Corey would do, something Mark would do. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? We actually know what we would do. Chat knows too. Great hints, great hints. Don't do that card often, so cherish it while you can. That is a 4. Very nice. In this game mode, when we score a 4, it is only worth 3 points. Why is that the case? Well, instead, the benefit is we get to take another card and add it to the stack. We would have been at 2 cards remaining, but because there's 4, which is worth 3 points, we're instead at 3 cards remaining. Very nice.
I guess we could officially say us in chat we're on the same.
We're on the same wavelength. Oh, like the TV show.
Like the TV show.
Oh,
Yes.
I get it.
Very good.
It's a clever one.
Stuffed crust or Chicago deep dish? AJ, I've never had Chicago deep dish, so I can't give my opinion on this.
Whoa. Stuffed crust, very good though. I'm a huge fan of stuffed crust.
It is. I used to be a hater, but I've evolved. I've grown as a human being and have accepted stuffed crust.
Guess who's back?
Back again.
Max, I think I remember you. Are you the one that I had to time out a few streams ago? I'm watching you, Max. Welcome back. Please behave yourself.
I'm watching.
Glad you're here. Best getaway vehicle, worst getaway vehicle. We have 3 cards remaining.
Having mods is like having a firing squad at our command.
Now I'll be fine. I'm a grown man now. Okay.
I believe you. W responsibility, W growth.
Why did you time out Max? Well, I'm trying to remember. Oh, it was giving the placements. And I was like, don't do that. And they did it anyway. So I timed him out for a minute. And then they came back and did it again. So I timed him out for stream. And it is a last straw now. It will result in a ban if it happens again. We're very lenient here because I understand people don't always get that rule at first. But there's a limit. Best getaway vehicle, worst getaway vehicle. This 4 right here is what we're aiming for. This 4 is the target. Give Corey a hint. You can put the red dial right onto that blue 4.
Max
Interesting.
is a man of their word. They've grown. They're a great human. They're going to resist the comedic factor of knowing what the funniest thing they could do right now. They're going to resist that urge and not do it.
Gore, you may look.
Because they're a good chatter.
Let's see. First one I'll give you from your boy Jacob, pickup truck.
Jacob. Pickup truck! That's great! You could throw all of the shit in there. You could throw all of the ATMs you're stealing, all of the bags of money, throw it all in there and just speed off. Now, depending on the pickup truck, you're either riding a shit box or you're the golden getaway vehicle. There's a range there. If you're in the shit box, you're gonna make it about 20 yards before you break down and the police slap the cuffs on you. Anything else, you might be able to outrun them.
Great one from Dr. Cillier, Halo Warthog.
I'm unstoppable. They're never taking me out. Now I'm not gonna max out the Halo Warthog, because while it does have an impressive gun on the front and shield capabilities, it is an open air vehicle. So the police with snipers on the roof can take you out quite easily as you're making it down Main Street, okay? Now sure, you can have covering fire as you go, but enough trained snipers and you're done for not making it out of the city. So I gotta tick it off some for that.
And let's see, a final hint I will give you is going to be, let's see, the Pope Mobile from Shania.
They will never see it coming. That is the ultimate disguise. You're gonna tell me you're gonna pull over the Pope in the Pope Mobile? No.
They wouldn't. Like, surely that's the last place they'd look.
That's the last place. Now here's the problem though with the Pope Mobile is you're gonna draw a lot of attention to yourself. So you have to do the scene from the Joker in The Dark Knight where they have like 30 school buses. They have 30 Pope Mobiles and they just kind of go and spread out across the city. So that way all of the different hordes go after all of the different Pope Mobiles and you and the real one can make it out safely.
I was picturing the Pope in the bank going, no, I killed the driver. The Pope Mobile burst through the wall. Classic Dark Knight bank heist opening, but the Pope.
I can't max out the Pope Mobile because it's so conspicuous. They're gonna know the second they see you in the Pope Mobile, you're not getting away from the scene of the crime.
Last place they'd look.
No. If they see the Pope Mobile by the bank that just got robbed and they see you get into the Pope Mobile, they're like, we're looking for the Pope? Look for the man with the tall hat. He's not getting away. So I can't in good faith max out Pope Mobile, but I think these are pretty good getaway cars. If anything, the Pope Mobile will make you go down in history as a legend, so that's worth it alone.
Locked in their best getaway vehicle, worst getaway vehicle, it was a pickup truck, the Pope Mobile, and the Halo Warthog. Let's see it. Ooh, okay, still on the target, That is nice, very nice. That is a 2. So yeah, I may throw in you a little bit with the Pope Mobile, but hey, it's bulletproof.
Right.
You know,
that's true.
Modified. But last place they would look.
With the Pope Mobile, it has the big glass box that the Pope sits, and that's where you would have to put the money, right? So the money would be on display the entire time you're taking the Pope Mobile out. It's just a giant glass box with lights pouring on all of the money you've stolen from the bank as you make your way downtown.
Maybe it was like, oh, you know, like, good day with the gold dish passed around. Got a lot of collections today.
Yeah, okay. So many collections that the Pope decided to sit inside.
Filling up the Pope Mobile.
All right.
2 cards remaining. Is there Price is Wrong today? There is. If we get to 100,000 likes on TikTok, we'll be doing The Price is Wrong. Woo! It's our own custom mini game similar to The Price is Right, but we use weird, strange Facebook Marketplace items found from around the internet.
Corey has thought about this before. It's the only reason I don't own the Pope Mobile. I thought too much about it.
Yeah, what do they do with the decommissioned Pope Mobiles? Do they go up for sale?
Buy them up. I got a lot full of them. Come on down. You want to use Pope Mobile? I got like 30 in my backyard.
Corey's ready to flood the Pope Mobile market.
Every single one are missing the tires. They're all bricked.
After the
Oh,
two
God.
cards, what happens? Does the live end, or do you do again? Max, we continue to play. So we'd either do another round of Wavelength, or we switch over to Codenames, which is a super fun second game that we play. Movie Godzilla to ruin. Movie Godzilla would improve a beloved card from the baseline game.
What's Codenames? Codenames? Codenames is a board game where we give chat clues to figure out the connections between words. I'm going to do an awful job explaining it. There's a pinned video on our channel that talks all about
Check
it.
out the pinned video. It explains in detail how to play Codenames. It's a whole lot of fun. We really enjoy doing it.
No matter how long we've been streaming, Codenames is like the one thing I can't figure out how to do like a very succinct explanation of what it is in like 30 seconds or less. So the video is very useful. Movie that Godzilla would ruin, movie that Godzilla would improve, that is where the blue 4 is. Codenames is definitely a much different vibe than Wavelength, because it's much more, we're talking with chat rather than just taking suggestions. It's a lot more of a back and forth. All right. All right, I'm seeing some great clues coming in. I am going to close up the board. Mark, first I want to give you a little bit of a callback. Sound of Music pre-wedding. There's PW, there's PRW and POW when it comes to the Sound of Music. Well, there's plenty of POWs in the Sound of Music, but I'm specifically talking about post-wedding scene.
Right. Okay, so I've long since stated that Sound of Music should have ended at the wedding.
So we're talking about before the wedding.
Yes, before the wedding, Godzilla would ruin the Sound of Music. He does not add anything to that plot. He cannot sing.
You have not heard his falsetto.
Goodbye, farewell, I'll be the same. Death laser beam.
That's what they sing before they get blasted and erased off the side of the earth like bacteria when I hit it with the antibacterial spray.
Zero faint from the city. Goodbye, farewell, I'll be the same.
And just wipe clean.
Yeah, I think Godzilla's ruining Sound of Music.
All right, I'm saying Cars, Pixar.
Cars, Pixar? Ooh, well that one would actually be a little bit fun. Cars. He would not add anything to the plot, but I don't think he would ruin it. Just he would blend in with the other tractor like cow cars. It's like, oh, there's the big tractor cow car, and it's like Godzilla.
In this theoretical, would Godzilla be a car, or would he be literally just Godzilla?
Monster truck.
The biggest
Oh,
monster truck.
never mind. That's on the improved side. Okay.
And the last one I am going to give you. I see a couple people saying it. I see Nox in YouTube. I see Max in TikTok. I'll say Barbie.
Barbie. So that's one where Godzilla has plausible deniability of being some sort of toy or fantasy thing. There are a lot of like fantasy things in Barbie. You could slip Godzilla in. So I think it's gonna be a middling answer, but it is going to be on the ruin side because once again, Godzilla is going to add nothing to the themes or plot lines of Barbie, nor will he Cars, nor will he
Sound of Music.
Sound of Music pre-wedding.
I remembered it. I broke my promise.
I'm gonna lock in right. Take it a little bit further. Locked in right here.
You touch that board one more time, I'll kill you.
Ah!
All right, movie that Godzilla would ruin, movie Godzilla would improve. Cars, Barbie, Sound of Music pre-wedding, very important distinction.
Okay. All right. Nice. I was moving in the right direction. That is a 2. Very nice. Taking our score to 12.
My kind of logic here thinking is with Barbie, yeah, it has plausible deniability that you could have Godzilla in that movie. Doesn't mean it would improve it.
Yeah. No, I agree. You're right. I was thinking with the change to schedules in the next week, that'd be easier if you stream 24 hours a day.
Okay.
Dr. Celia, you might be spitting with that.
Now, hold on. Let him cook for a second.
Then we could stream forever.
We get such good data.
What do you mean, Barbie can be anything? If Godzilla wants to be Barbie, he can be? No, Tegan, Barbie can be anything, not Godzilla.
Yeah.
Not allowed. Actually, they will arrest his ass if he tries.
Godzilla trying to be a doctor.
They'll get him. Godzilla trying to become a lawyer, they'll get him.
Alrighty, Sorry, all my graphics broke and everything exploded. 1 card remaining. 1 card remaining. Too small. Too big.
No.
Godzilla can be the beach.
Godzilla can be beach. All right, fair enough. You got me.
I'm spinning pin. Yes.
Mark would die of stress if you stream 24/7. You know, KT Bug, we actually have proof that that might be the case because when we stream 12 hours, Mark does almost die, in fact.
Yo, B sent 10 swords. Thank you so much, B. Utopia, I would have to quit my job to watch or to stream it on the 50-inch TV in the OR.
Patients would love that.
Can you imagine,
Alright.
like, being in surgery, being under, like, anesthesia, and you, like, come to just for a moment, and it's just Mark and Corey board gamers on the TV.
I like to think that they're going to give us live chat updates about what's happening in the surgery, so we go, yo, they made it through. Chat, can we get some W's for making it through surgery?
Getting updates on their surgery.
Yo, the surgery made
The
it.
entire medical staff is not paying attention to you, but they're paying attention to us.
W Mystique, that is a life saved.
W triple heart bypass. They did it. Yeah.
Oh, golly. Board Gamers host and crew, thank you for your service.
Godspeed.
Thanks, Mary.
Too small, too big.
Let's see. Too small, too big. You know what, Max, that's a fine hint. Having bacteria as a pet.
It's too small. You can't see it unless it's on a microscope, silly. It's too small.
Freya says, my paycheck.
Well, yeah. Sorry. It would be irresponsible of me in the current economic state of 2025 to take it up any further than that.
Sorry, Kajimoto says, the Grinch's heart pre-wedding. It's a good one.
3 sizes too small. Yeah, no, all these things way too small. Way too small. Amy says, has anyone called you guys great value, Rhett and Link? Respectfully. And you know what? No, they haven't. I don't think.
Shut up. Your great value specifically, we might not have heard that one, but we've heard every single other variation.
No, somebody did call us great value, Rhett and Link, but it wasn't respectfully.
Oh, that's a good point.
So.
Are you locked in here?
I'm locked in. Kirkland at least, that's what I'm saying, Megan.
Too small, too big, let's see it. Woo! Very nice. That is a 4.
It's a perfect placement for that chatter's PP. Perfect placement.
Thank you, Anita, for reminding people to keep it family friendly. This family friendly stream. Eye of a needle. So true. Especially if you're trying to get a camel through it.
It's true.
Alright, well, in this game mode, when we score a 4, it is actually worth 3 points. Why is that the case? Well, instead of being worth 4 points, the benefit is good to take another card and add to the stack. We would have been at 0 cards remaining. Game over. Done. On to code names or something else. But instead, we're at 1 card remaining. Thanks to this 4, which is worth 3 points.
You know, it's one of those things when you're streaming, there's so much stuff going on, right? And you have to process so many things between like chat, the computer, what you're doing, writing on the board. So it's come to the point now where when I erase a number on the board, I don't have any more short-term memory in my RAM, and I immediately forget the number I just erased. And I have to take a gamble. I'm pretty sure I erased a 13 and wrote 16, but there is a chance it could have been a 12.
Yeah.
But nobody's yelling at me, so I think that's right.
Oh, golly. Well, there were some tensions earlier in stream. We're going to resolve them now peacefully through this card. This is Paul Ampersand's card, American to British. It was recently re-suggested in the chat, but Paul Ampersand suggested this one like a month ago. So, we're going to be peaceful and respectful of each other's cultural differences, the Americans and the British, okay?
No, I can't tell if chat is gaslighting me or if it actually was. It was 12. They're not gaslighting me. They're so correct. Yes, W chat. They never gaslight me once.
So every once in a while, Corey messes up the numbers. My speech about points is complete nonsense.
It's true. I do it just to mess with them.
As a Brit, I'm keeping a close eye on this chat. Kyle, you're in good company. You Brits outnumber us by a long shot in this chat.
I think it's actually close to 50-50.
Really?
Yep.
All right, I'm placing the doll, all right?
All right,
Maybe?
yeah,
Probably? Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Sure.
Because you placed it too small, too big.
That's true. That's true. Actually, wait, how'd you get 25 last round? That's crazy. Sometimes we're just on that shit. Sometimes we're just running that shit. I'm British. You ready to deliver on this? All right, let's see. American to British. That is where the blue 4 is. Chat, give me your best clues. Let's see. Let's see. All right. I'm seeing some things come in. I'm seeing. Oh, ... All right. I wanna close up the board.
Oh, no.
You can look.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna go the English language.
Middle.
All right.
If you said the King's English, it would be Britain.
The King's English.
If you said,
Ooh,
normal English.
this one I really like. From ya boy. Red, white, and blue.
Both. It's both. Yeah, we both do red, white, and blue. Those are our flag colors, but I've never heard a British person refer to their flag as the old red, white, and blue. That is a very American terminology to my knowledge. So that pushes me to the American side. I mean, over in Britain, if you saw hot dogs that were red, white, and blue, would you consider those hot dogs patriotic? Would those be pro-British hot dogs? Because when I see red, white, and blue hot dog, I'm thinking that's an American hot dog right there. I'm definitely getting sick from eating that.
And last but not least, yes we would. See?
Really?
There it is. There it is. And last but not least, Knox, please stop spamming answers in YouTube chat. I would very much appreciate that.
Especially in YouTube, you only have to say it once. We will see it.
Guarantee you we will see it.
Guaranteed. YouTube chat doesn't move that fast.
Let's go with last but not least.
If I saw red, white, and blue hot dogs, I would run. Fair.
Let's go with eating.
Eating?
Eating.
I mean, they both do that, right? I mean, I would hate to play into some stereotypes. You know what? Here's what I do. Both Americans and British eat, but America has a higher population, so they're gonna be eating more. So it's gonna be a little bit American.
Right. No other reason.
Right, no other reason.
No other reason he'd say that.
Red, white, and blue, that's true blue American eating. These are all things you have to do. English is weird to put on the American side. I guess the logic is in Britain, there's gonna be more multi-tongued people. But I mean, that's not uncommon in America either. I'll lock in here.
You're locked in? I think you're underestimating the spirit and chutzpah of a middle-aged British pub dad slamming down some beans on toast after work, or whatever the British lunch and cuisine is. I'm not that educated in British meals. Going for it. I've seen it. They go crazy.
Y'all haven't seen how much we can eat.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
One country out of these two is slightly known for its habits, okay? Is all I'm saying.
Beans on toast, that's all I know about British, and mushy peas.
Beans on toast.
Fish and crisp, fish and chips.
Bored.
Yeah!
Okay, very nice. It was slightly towards the American side. That is a 3. You literally said all of them were both. I did say that. But they're both slightly American, Fish and crisp.
Hey, fish and crisps.
Beans on toast. Woo! Well, that means our final score for this round. More games coming. More games coming. Stop leaving. Stop. Sorry, we watch our analytics after stream. Every time we end a game, the viewership just plummets. So,
Holding captive.
Get back! Get back!
Okay, we promise.
Anyway, the message we get from the creators of the game for scoring 18 is, you won! Wow! We got the you won message!
Whoa.
Does that mean that's the end of the game?
No, we're not done. We're gonna do another round. One more.
Do you want to do another round of Wavelength or switch your code
Spin
names?
the dial.
Yeah, okay. You're doing another round of Wavelength, 7 new cards. No JFK. No JFK, but you did get the U1 message.
Sorry, we can't do that entire bit and then not play another round.
Yeah, that's
We
fair.
can't do that entire bit and be like, okay, but actually we are done. Let's switch to code
We're
names.
hitting our peak viewership now.
Okay. All right. Good new Pope, bad new Pope. This is going to be the first card to start us off on this brand new game. Stay a while to new game. Starting from the top. Sorry, we've had some discussions in between streams about this. I placed the dial for the British one, so I'm giving clues for this one.
All right.
Ooh, 10K until price is wrong.
Yo.
No, I want code names. We'll do code names next.
I promise you, we're not ending stream until we play some code names. You have my word.
This 4 right here is what we're aiming for. Good new Pope, bad new Pope. Can we start off with code names tomorrow? I will have just finished my second year of uni. Ooh, congratulations, Boston. I don't know if we'll be able to do code names first. We'll figure it out. I cannot promise you that right now, though. But big congrats.
We're testing analytics stuff.
Possibly.
We'll talk about it after.
All right, this 4 right here is what we're aiming for. This 4 is the target. Alrighty, I am setting it down, closing off the board. Corey, you may look. First hint from Dana, I think this is a fun one. Ned Flanders.
I think that'd make a pretty good new Pope. I think he's pretty chill. I think he's pretty awesome. He's not like holy shit, get him up there. Leo, step down. My boy Ned Flanders is gonna take over for you. He's gonna run this shit right. But he could do the job. I wouldn't be upset if Ned Flanders was the Pope. Or maybe I'd be a little upset because that means The Simpsons is real, and that kind of ruins a lot about what I know about society and kind of makes me question a lot of things. But other than that, I think that's fine.
Let's see. Do you know who that is?
Nope, no idea.
Okay, all right. I thought that might be like a dropout D&D name or something.
Nope.
Let's see. Next hint I'll give you. This is a tough one. This is a tough placement. Whatever, we'll go with Tina's Joe Biden.
Well, okay. Joe Biden.
Welcome in, Meep. Good to see you.
Joe Biden would not make a good pope. Does Joe Biden even know what a religion is? Like if I started saying, Mr. Biden, we need you to answer serious questions about Catholicism, would Biden like be able to tell me? Or would he just kind of stare at me, pat me on the head, hand me an ice cream cone, and walk off?
Final hint from Tegan, Captain America after becoming old. Going to the beach that turns you old.
Also, unfortunately for Joe Biden, he's not going to get much time as Pope, I don't think. Very sadly, very tragically. So I don't think that would be a good thing.
Maybe that's a good thing. So your hints are...
That would prove he's bad!
Ned Flanders, Joe Biden, and Captain America after he got old.
Well, Captain America just stands for good values. So I think that would be like the person you want to lead the moral compass. Maybe not maxed out because he's Captain America. We need Mr. Worldwide, Pitbull, the guy up there to represent all of us and not just the Americans.
Imagine like you're talking during church and the Pope hurls a vibranium shield like bouncing between your head.
It's like the nuns with the rulers.
Yes.
Except it's Captain America cracking your skull with a vibranium shield. That is a fantastic Pope then. No, I think it's just slightly good. I think it's just you're not scroll down there. I think it's just slightly good.
Let's see. So we can say fictional people, but not deceased real people. You can say anyone. I just chose interesting comments.
Yeah.
Because we've done this card before, and I've repeated some hints over, so I just wanted interesting ones. Alright, let's see it. Good new Pope, bad new Pope, Captain America after being old, Joe Biden, Ned Flanders. Oh, it was dead middle. I think you pushed it. You didn't push it that far. That will be a 2. I think it's just barely
That's
touching.
generous too.
Is it a generous 2? I don't know. What do we think?
I think that's a generous 2, but I'm gonna put it up on the board unless somebody screams at me.
I'm saying it's a 2. And now says it's a 2. Heather says it's a 2. All right, wonderful. Closing it
I think
up.
you're sleeping on Cap. Steve Rogers, he could get it done.
But he's old.
Okay, well, so are every pope ever.
Also, like...
That's like, I think that's a requirement for being pope, actually, is to be old.
Isn't Steve not Catholic either?
Well, I don't know. What do I look like?
Austin called me out on that one. He's like, you're not naming anyone who's a fucking Catholic.
How many fictional characters or public-facing figures are public about the fact that they're Catholic? Not many. At least not the ones that I know of.
6 cards remaining. 6 cards remaining.
Daredevil.
We don't do this card often either.
That's fun.
Person you'd want in your jury. Person you don't want in your jury.
Is Biden Catholic?
Flanders, I
there.
hardly know her.
Let's go!
Nick Farquaad's back!
Yeah!
Also, Lee rhymes with C. Subscribe to the first time. Holy moly! Thank you so much. I was gonna name it Leah, but then I read the full name. Lee rhymes with C. Subscribe. Thank you, thank you. Holy! Gaining access to all of our exclusive emojis over on TikTok, and you get a little meat next to your name, joining the Prawn Patrol.
All right, person you want in your jury, person you don't want in your jury. Does it matter whether or not you're guilty in this instance?
No.
All right.
That's irrelevant.
All right, he thinks it's irrelevant. He thinks it's irrelevant. All right. There is no blue 4 on there. Let's spin that again. There you go. Person you want in your jury, person you don't want in your jury. That is where the blue 4 is. Yes, chat. Give me some clues. What's a jury? Someone tell me I'm being dumb. A jury, when you're in a court, you see all those people sitting off to the side. They're the ones that vote whether or not you're innocent or guilty. They all go in a back room. They all talk for a bit after you've presented all of the stuff to the judge and the lawyers. They discuss. Then they come back unanimously. They will agree whether or not they think you're guilty or innocent.
Their life.
Bunch of randos deciding your fate.
It's true, yeah.
Your life is in their hands.
All right. I'm gonna close it up. Mark, you can look. I want to give you this one. Dr. House.
Dr. House?
Dr. House. MD.
Yeah. Okay, I was gonna say middling because he's supposed to be like a Sherlock Holmes type character. So it's really just dependent on if I'm guilty or not. I said that doesn't matter.
It really does matter.
It's a 50-50 whether I'm guilty or not of any given crime. So I would say it's middling because if I'm guilty, he's gonna figure it out with his weird stare. But he's also going to be zoned out on Vicodin and not paying attention to anything the prosecutor's saying. He's not gonna pay attention to what the defense attorney's saying. He's gonna come in, scrunch his little brow, make up his mind, and ignore everything else. So yeah, I think I want him in my jury.
All right. Go with a teacher that actually liked you.
Oh, I'm walking out. I am free. I am going out of there free, man.
This might be a little hard to come by for you, though.
For you?
For you.
For me?
Yeah.
Teacher that I have plenty of teachers that liked me.
I'm messing with you.
What the hell?
I'm just freaking with you.
I was notably liked by my teachers.
All right. Let's go with last but not least. Let's go with a cousin. Yours specifically.
My cousin?
Not just a random one.
Okay. So
Mark's cousin.
Maybe like not your cousin, but like the greater your.
I was gonna say
The royal your, if you will.
my close cousins. I like them. I like them a lot. They're voting me free. First off, I don't think it'd be legal for them to serve on my jury. This is gonna be pretty far as the person I want on my jury. Dr. House, he's vibes based. Nothing I'm gonna vibe with him. You know, and if I pass his vibe test, he will convince every other juror to vote however he votes. Leaving a little bit of space in case I fail his vibe test. Teacher that liked me, like that's awesome. That's amazing. They know I'm a good person. And cousin, you know, if my cousin's like on trial and I'm sitting there like, yeah. We ain't voting guilty on this one.
So it's a Corey throwing Mark going to prison. His ass is in there. I would do it for the story. Mark, if there was a chance I could get you into prison, I would absolutely do it for the bit to tell on stream.
What the hell?
I would do it. Well, because I know I'd be able to get you free. I'd be able to get on this trial, obviously. I'm the greatest lawyer the world ever seen. That's not a question. But it would make a fantastic bit for stream.
Dr. House would stand up and go, it's never lupus.
It's never lupus.
Oh, I'll change my name to Lupus right before the trial. So it could never be me who did it.
Oh my god! 5D chess!
I'm locked in.
Alright, person you want in jury, person you don't want in jury. Your cousins, Dr. House MD, teacher that liked you.
Okay. Alright, not bad. Not bad. That is on the target. That is a 3. Very nice.
Ooh, or Casey Anthony. That would make a good one too. Yeah.
More rat bites. I forgot he would sentence me to more rat bites.
More mouse bites.
More mouse bites.
More mouse bites. That 2, yeah?
Yes, no, 3. Meaning we are at a score of 5 with 5 cards remaining.
More mouse bites.
Casey Anthony on my jury. I don't know.
Get her on there.
I think...
She's letting you go free no matter what.
I don't think so. I think she's hoarding the go free juice. I think she's not gonna share.
Oh, she's one of those people that climbs up and then pulls the ladder up behind her.
Yeah, it's a for me and not for thee kind of person.
Exactly. Casey Anthony is in the TikToker.
Known TikToker.
Known TikToker Casey Anthony.
Great to sleep on, awful to sleep on. This is an interesting card because me and you always have very different stances on this.
It's true. It is true. I am like the princess and the pea. In the sense that if my sleeping conditions aren't literally perfect, I will not be able to sleep that night.
She's a one and done, yeah. She's not going for the all-time record. This 4 right here is what we're aiming for. Great to sleep on, awful to sleep on. Let's see. Boy, why did I scroll and had to double take because I thought this was a Rhett and Link. I don't know.
You should check again. It still might be.
Yeah. Are you sure it's not?
Yeah, I mean,
double check.
Have you? Are they live right now? You don't know.
Maybe follow just to be safe. Great to sleep on, awful to sleep on. This 4 right here is what we're aiming for. Gotta give Corey a hint. You can put the red dial right onto that blue 4.
You follow us. You follow Rhett and Link, and that way you could ever see if we both go live at the same time.
Back tomorrow at 5 Eastern.
Corey, you may look.
That's clever. That's clever.
First one I'm gonna give you from Heather. Log.
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 That's bad. I don't want to sleep on a log. Oh, so I'm not a frog.
We could sleep like a frog on a log in the wall.
No, I don't want to.
Let's see. Next one I'll give you is going to be Let's go with the floor. Amber said it, Lewis said it as well.
Oh, the floor is so hard. The floor, I don't like the floor. My back. Let me be very clear. 3 hours a day streaming on these hard wooden kitchen chairs. My back is toast. The amount of ibuprofen I have had to down in our streaming career so far has been innumerable. Sleeping on the floor, that would just cook me for the week. I'd be done. I'd be dead.
Sleeping on the floor is not that bad.
I'd be dead and buried.
Let's
Call
see.
my family.
Final hint I will give you from Peanut over on YouTube, mulch.
All right, mulch. Have you ever seen the playground mulch? All right. I have many times as an unhinged child fallen asleep on the mulch at the playground. So that's doable. That one is more doable. That one's more middling. It's not good or bad. It's more middling. But with the other two, I'll put it slightly onto the awful to sleep on side because they are gross, disgusting ground, yucky, gross ground.
So it was log, floor, and mulch. Locking in right there?
I am. Corey seems like he has the back of a 6-year-old. That's because I do.
This is crazy that I got you to overshoot it on the great side that much. That's wild.
So I'm still on the awful side. What do you mean?
You are, but you took it way up.
It's mulch.
Yeah, so the thing
mulch.
about mulch is when you lay down in it, like, it's really gross and itchy. Like, in concept, mulch is nice, but you're gonna be scratching the F out
I
of
think
any
I'm
bare
biased
skin.
on mulch. I'm now realizing that my childhood experience of the mulch definitely differs from the average person because I had landscaping dad. So we constantly had mulch, and I was constantly like a little fox leaping into snow to chase for rabbits. That's what I was doing in our mulch. So mulch wasn't itchy and didn't bother me. It just kind of existed, and I could just fall asleep on it as a child.
Understandable. Seek says I can sleep anywhere. Once slept through a NASCAR race. Wow.
What?
All right.
That's BoardGamers' favorite sport you slept through.
Whoa! Well, easy now. Hold your tongue.
Slandering Board Ghost.
I like when there's turns in the course. I'll give Europe that. They do that much better.
Oh, they got 4 turns. They have 4 turns in the NASCAR race.
Oh, it's all one big turn.
And they're making another left turn.
4
Zigzaggy.
4 cards remaining. Let's make it count. We're at a score of 5. Corey, can you please tell us what would have been worse than a log?
So remember how earlier I was saying that I have short-term memory loss when we stream?
You forgot we said
I
log.
forgot I said log.
I did read them all back.
I kind of just locked in on mulch. I kind of just horse blinders up and went for mulch.
Let's see. Place you would pay to go. Place you should be paid to go. Custom card from Dr. Vasilier. Do we get a Price is Wrong? Yes. Immediately after this game, we're going to be doing The Price is Wrong. Woo! As a thank you for everyone who left a like on stream.
It's a little custom minigame we like to play here. All right, place you would play it. Place you would pay to go. Place you should be paid to go. Why do you make these so wordy? Why do you make me say all these words? I don't want to. I'm not here to say words. Place you would pay. Place you should be paid. Blue 4. That right there. That right there. Oh, I'm seeing some clues coming in. Some fantastic clues. I'm gonna leave it kind of open for a second, let it marinate, see if any good ideas come their ways. But I'm seeing one that I kind of have to say. Close up the board. Mark, you look. Work. All right.
Yep.
I'm gonna go with the DMV.
Ooh, hell yeah, you should be paid to go to the DMV. 'Tis an evil place.
And last but not least, I actually think this is the perfect answer. Jury duty.
Jury duty. Oh, that is a good hint, because you really should be paid to go to jury duty.
Absolutely should.
Kind of fricked up they don't.
Like I said, that's a great hint, not knowing where it's at on the board.
Oh, it's obviously maxed out.
Okay, all right.
It's not.
Slightly
It's
tipped
not.
Up. Slightly
What?
tipped up. Just a hair up.
Hell, you should have said jury duty, but it's like a funny case.
No, but it's jury duty, right? Because you should be paid to go to jury duty, but it's your civic duty.
Oh, bah humbug. One blade of grass off.
It's your civic duty.
Room for Tarantino.
Room for
SMH.
Tarantino and Sarah's family and friends.
That is a 3, worth 3 points. Jury duty pays, middling what you get paid. Joe, where do you live?
They give you $20 a day for gas money.
Yeah, we get $20.
Bullshit.
You know, I actually got called for jury duty once, and I was really, really excited to go. I'm like, oh boy, I've seen so many courtroom jury things, now I'm gonna actually get to be there. But then they didn't call me for the case. They dismissed me.
Also, to be clear, yeah, jury duty does pay, because it should, because you get paid at work. And you also should get paid when you go to work. Like, just because you do get paid does not nullify this as occluding.
That's enough. You're talking about sexy instruments now.
No! You can't do this to me!
In the UK, you get paid for what work you miss, and to get there and back.
Really now? Because I missed 4 months of work because I was a freelance worker and no one would hire me for that period of time.
Board Ghost is a
Ruin
whittle.
my career. I hate jury duty.
Board Ghost is a whittle angie.
My friend had jury duty.
Servers throwing errors.
My friend had jury duty, and it was a case where a man stole 200 euros of mincemeat. He's innocent. Let him free.
Thank you, Board Ghost fans. Justice for Board Ghost. And now my local government.
The answer is mayonnaise.
Mayo, no chase.
Should live in the UK then, ghosty.
Let's not get hasty.
Well, you know, I don't know about that one.
Unsexy instrument, sexy instrument. This 4 right there is what we're aiming for. We're going off vibes. Going off vibes, okay? There's much interpretation to be had with this card. We are going for vibes. Okay. All right. We're getting some good ones. I am setting it down, closing it up. Corey, you may look. First hint I'm going to give you from Lydia, harmonica.
Harmonica.
Second hint from Peanut, the Squidward instrument, clarinet.
Whoa. That's going crazy. Harmonica, that's funky, but funky in an unsexy way, not funky in a sexy way, right? It's got some vibes, got some jive to it. That being said, how do I do commentary on this card, Mark? How do I do it?
Follow your soul.
Well, you blow the harmonica.
Whoa.
So, sorry, I shouldn't have listened. I think it's got some funk to it when you blow the harmonica, but...
Tracy sent to heart me. Thank you so much.
Also, at the same time...
Final one. I saw Lewis saying it earlier. I saw Amber say it too. Triangle.
All right, these are not sexy. These are not sexy instruments. These are unsexy.
Now, triangle, clarinet, and crap. What was the first one you were just talking about? Harmonica.
So clarinet would actually have me closer to here. Triangle and harmonica would have me closer to here. Triangle takes me way down. Triangle is not sexy at all. I'm sorry to everyone playing the triangle at the school band. Doing nothing for you. All right, they're not gonna look back at you and be like, yeah, that guy, that girl, they're going crazy on that triangle, right?
Corey at his kid's elementary school recital, fuming. The triangle player, you dork, you
fucking loser.
Dang the triangle.
That being said, if you go for the triangle solo, it wraps all the way back around. Wraps all the way back around with the triangle solo. So with that,
holy moly, J-Bird has sent 300 and counting swords, helping us towards the sword goal. Thank you so much, J-Bird. Holy.
So with that, I'm not going to max it out on sexy. I'm going to tick it off some, put some respect on the clarinet and harmonica, but I think these are pretty unsexy. Locked in.
Locked in, let's say it. No, they're middling. It's not ugly. It's not an ugly instrument.
What would you
triangle?
What would you clarify as an ugly instrument if a triangle does not meet that criteria?
Triangle's sleek, you know. Ugly instrument gonna be a xylophone. That's gonna be an ugly instrument.
No, but you're literally banging the xylophone every time you play it.
Okay, and you're blowing your harmonica and the clarinet. And it's the Squidward instrument. The Squidward instrument.
I'm sorry.
What if it was...
Ain't no Squilliam Fancy Son we're talking about. We're talking about Squidward tennis balls.
What if it was the clarinet that Squidward got from SpongeBob for Christmas that has all the little, you know, animatronics popping out of it and dancing?
That's not what you said.
It's a romantic gift. Well, yeah, so that would be maxed out on the sexy side, and then all the other clarinets that Squidward plays brings it back to more middling.
I hate this card.
Yo, Jaybird sent 651 swords. Holy moly, thank you so much, Jaybird.
Wait, the handheld keyboard with the mouth tube, is that the talk box? That's maxed out sexy. The one where you put the tube in your mouth and you blow as you hit it, there's not a sexier instrument than that.
Yo, Jaybird sent a relaxed goose. Holy moly. And Becky sent a rose. Thank you. Mark is undressing the instrument. Corey cares about the instrument's personality. He doesn't, because the triangle also has a good personality. What has more personality than the clarinet? The Squidward instrument.
I think you just answered your own question instrument. There, by saying Squidward instrument, what has a better personality? You just answered your own question.
Nothing. Nothing has a better personality than the Squidward instrument. God damn, he's an underrated character. Let's see. Next one is going to be round animal, pointy animal, 2 cards remaining.
Back to our roots.
Jenna sent to heart me. Thank you so much. And a popular vote. Thank you.
Back to our roots. Round animal, pointy animal. Chad, I'm sure you know what the exact perfect, the dead center answer is. I don't even need to say it. I'm gonna open the board now. Round animal, pointy animal. That is where the blue 4 is. Chat, give me some clues for this board. Give me some clues. Give me some great ones. I want to see some clues. Oh, they're coming in. They're coming in. So many flying in. I am going to close up the board now that so many good ones are coming in. Mark, you can look. First, I want to give you rhinoceros.
Rhinoceros. Pointy animal. Has a big old point, but he is a chonker. All rhinoceroses are.
All right.
So they're a little bit round, but they got a point. They're like the unicorns of the earth.
All right. And let's go with
Nicole Cuillera sent to heart me. Thank you so much, Nicole.
In a similar vein, let's go Warthog.
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 The Halo vehicle?
Yes, not the animal. Specifically, the Halo vehicle gun-mounted car.
Halos have, Warthogs have tusks, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that makes them point. They're pointy, but they're still round-ish. Yeah. It's not like you're saying like a swordfish or something. It's, these are round animals that have points on them.
And last but not least, let's go Walrus.
Walrus, they're round, they're blubbery, but they have big old tusks. Yeah, I think that's gonna be, it has to be on the pointy side because they all have notable points. I think it's gonna be right here. I'm locked in.
All right, locked in. Walrus. Warthog. Rhinoceroses. Round animal, pointy animal.
Oh.
Overshot it.
Overshot it.
What is a walrus if not a giant ball with 2 singular points?
That is a 2.
Rhinoceros, I hardly know her. Fuck, so back. So back.
1 card remaining. Let's make it count. We're at a score of 10, aiming to beat 18. We're gonna have to lock in if we want to beat this. All right, let's do a never controversial, always well-received card. Bad candy, good candy.
I got some candy opinions, Mark.
Yo, Beth sent to heart me and 24 swords. Thank you so much, Beth, helping us towards the sword goal.
Jonas Sav says, any chance you guys could do it earlier live at some point? It's like 1 a.m. and I need to sleep. Jonas Sav, I have great news for you. On Fridays, we stream 6 hours earlier. Well, I guess 5 hours earlier than today, but 6 hours earlier normally, at 12 p.m. EST.
Yes, so it's 5 p.m. London that we go live on Fridays, so it's a bit earlier for people. Bad candy, good candy. This 4 right here is what we're aiming for. This blue 4. Got some Toblerones before the board was opened. Bad candy, good candy. This 4 right here is the target.
You know, you went on that long rant about Toblerones the other day. I've never had one.
Got $50? Give you a piece.
Too rich for my blood.
Bad candy, good candy. Closing up the board. Corey, you may look. Ooh, here's an interesting one. Lisa Marie Brown says fireballs.
Fireballs? Gross. Disgusting. I don't want my candy to hurt. I want it to taste yummy. Unless it's sour candy, in which case it can be both.
Eleanor says peeps.
It's bad. I don't like Peeps. Peeps are bad. This isn't like black licorice, but these are some pretty stinker ones.
And
these would be stat at the bottom of my Halloween candy untouched.
final one I will give you is going to be let's go Mike and Ike's from Hey. Mikey's version. Oh, Mikey's version. Like a Mike and Ike. Mikey and Ike.
I like Mike and Ike's. I do.
I like Ike.
I like Ike and Mike. They're equal in my mind. I like Mike and Ike's. I'm not a hater. I like them. I think they're good. They're not my favorite candy of all time, but if you have a box of Mike and Ike's and shake them like a little thing of cat treats in front of me, I'll go, ooh, yummy. Let me take one of those.
You know tricks for them too.
Yes, yeah.
And give Paul and do it.
It's the only time we'll do a backflip.
Oh wow!
Yep.
My cat can't even do that one.
Yep. So I refuse to put fireballs and Peeps on the good candy side. So I think this is bias. I think Mike and Ike's may have been a desperate attempt for me to tick it up. I don't know if you knew what my opinions on Mike and Ike's were, but I cannot in good faith put Fireball or Peeps anywhere over here. So it's gonna be probably like here-ish then. I don't think Mike and Ike's are super popular. Popular enough, they're still in production, obviously. But
Michaels and Eichels.
yeah, I think I'm gonna put it right there-ish.
Locked in. Bad candy, good candy. We had Fireballs. We had Mike and Ike's and Peeps. See how we did? Okay, very nice.
3?
It is a 3.
Let's go.
That was, in fact, a desperate ploy to get you up. I did not expect you to hate both Peeps and Fireballs.
I hate them both.
I'm not a fan of Peeps either, but I know they're very popular.
Well, I didn't say. This wasn't the average person's opinion on candy. This is my opinion on candy.
OMG, he remembered the other hints.
Yes.
Thank goodness. Oh, golly.
Oh my god. Candy corn? Awful. Garbage.
Fun fact, Mike and I actually originally named Jordans and Eisenhowers. Probably.
Okay, yeah.
Probably as in, like, you made that up and it might be true, or you basing that off something.
Alright.
Corey deserves a Scooby snack after those clues. Scooby snacks are such a good candy. They're crazy good.
Those aren't candy. Those are just snacks. Those are just graham crackers.
Yeah, they're like salted or sugar flavored graham crackers.
That doesn't make them candy. That just makes them. That just makes them. Would you consider Reese's Puffs candy?
Reese's Puffs?
Yeah.
Kinda.
All right, fair enough then. Fair enough. All right.
No. Chad, am I crazy?
All right.
Consider this
I was expecting him to call my bluff.
Scooby snacks to be candy? Sweet treat, but not candy. Peeps are pretty bad. Huh. Interesting. Yes, Mark, you are. Okay, yeah, split vote. Anyway, time to vote the official How to Play Wavelength rulebook. Flip to the back. The message we get from the creators of Wavelength themselves. We're doing more games after this. Stop leaving! Stop! Ah! Sorry. That was out of habit again.
You know what? Just for that, I'm leaving.
The message we get from the creators of Wavelength is so close. Woo! Code names time! Yay! Please stick around if you want to do code names. Oh, price is wrong time. Never mind. Price is wrong. Ooh, thank you. As a thank you to everyone who liked the stream, we are doing the price is wrong. Never heard of any of those candies, but I heard Fireballs and imagine doing a shot of Fireball. They're pretty similar. It's a spicy cinnamon candy. Price is wrong. You shouted at me? I hardly know her. The wonderful comedy as always. What am I doing with this board? All right, it is time for the price is wrong. I already showed this graphic a second ago, but we're getting back into it. Let's see. Alrighty, I don't know where any of the whiteboards are. I think Corey has hidden them. Oh, I see them over on the floor over here. But it is time for our bonus mini game. Price is wrong. The name of the game is to guess the price as close as possible. We're going to be doing items, so let's not accidentally reveal the price here. Such as, oh Jesus, thick Pikachu. Okay, all right. Got to figure out how much you're paying for that. And Corey is going to give us a range. Actually, I'll just do it myself. Range is going to be between 0 and 300. We are going to have to guess within that range each of the items that Corey shows us. Just join the Patreon so I get to be on the board. Holy moly, thank you so much, Vanabella Lee. Board Ghost might update that now, may update it in between streams. Board Ghost is in the middle of something, so, but thank you very much. All right, hold on, I forgot I was writing something. I should have a pre-made board that says what's the price, because I have to spend like a full minute writing it back on the board every single stream. What's the price? All right, handwriting's gonna be off on this one because I was writing fast. And then we'll chat a little bit while we wait for Corey to return. But yes, well, actually, let's spoil all the images. How about that? We got thick Pikachu, which actually, I didn't even notice this has a sensor on it. Apparently, we could not show the full image here. Corey's redacting. Is this the Price is Wrong? Yes, this is. We're doing the Price is Wrong. This is going to be the first one to have. What the hell is that? That is Joners for the DS. I've never heard of that game before. Huh. And you know, I'm not going to reveal the last card. The last card is going to be kept a secret because I do think Corey is coming out soon. But yes, we guessed the price within the range, then we take the price that we guessed and subtract it from the actual price. We find the difference between the two, and that is our score. We play by golf rules, meaning you want the lowest score possible. And also, you try to beat me, because I'm looking at all of your guesses as you leave them in chat. And I kind of take an average and use my own discretion to figure out the price I want to put, and people try to beat me. Frankly, a lot of people do. It is somewhat rare for people to lose to me, in fact. Holy moly, Kayla sent to heart me. Thank you so much. Oh, the Jonas Brothers game. Thank you, Kayla. That's what the second one must have been. Jonas. Looks like it's spelled wrong. Oh, I see it. The Jonas Brothers game. Probably a few hundred copies.
Sorry, did I make you stall long enough?
Yes.
How did I leave? Make you stall a little bit longer.
Okay, alright.
Whew. I'm back. Hey, how's it going? Ah, markers. Sorry, Chad always yells at me to make sure I wash my hands when I go to the bathroom, so I washed it 5 times as long this time, so that way Chet couldn't be upset with me.
Alright, let's get into the game. I explained the fine. Yo, Tegan's had 50 swords. Thank you so much, Tegan, helping us towards the swords goal.
Okay.
This is not Wavelength. This is our own custom game. Price is wrong. Ooh.
Price range, $0 to $300. Item number 1, I heard you looking over them while I was in there, so you already know. It's the Thick Pikachu. Thick Pikachu! Oh my goodness, $0 to $300. Chad, how much would you pay, as Shania puts it, for the Thunder Cheeks?
So,
I did have to put a little sensor on there. I think it would have been fine. It's not like Pikachu is using HM Flash or anything like that.
double cheeked up Pallet Town.
Double cheeked up.
So this is not a legal card. This is not a real card. Nintendo, the Pokemon Company, did not make this. You cannot put this in a deck.
Custom. Custom.
The card is not even good. This is not even a good card. So it is a fake card you cannot play that is not good and is just gross to look at. So I'm seeing people saying
Okay.
50, 30. I think these are all high.
you
69.
should body shame the Pikachu. I think that's kind of fucked up.
I
frankly.
think it is valid to body shame anyone showing me full hole.
He's not. He's covered up.
You put that there.
Yes.
You put that there.
Yes, me too. He's also not showing fully. It's just a nice
Have a nice night, AJ.
accentuation.
69, 15, Steve says 10, 52, 27. All right, I'm going lower than what most of chat is saying, but I don't even think I'm going low enough.
All right.
I think $20 is how much you get for Thick Pikachu.
A crisp Andrew.
A crisp Andrew Jackson.
$20.
Little did Andrew Jackson know when he was being put on that bill what it would be used for.
Exchanged for a fat ass Pikachu. We got. You can get it for $5. $5.
Not bad, not bad. A lot of people were guessing high on that one. I am glad that I stayed true to my opinions and guessed low. We were within 15, which is really good for this range.
So that's what I'm saying.
Are we for real? I mean, you can acquire this card with just a printer and glue.
I was gonna say, chat, take it from us who've played Magic the Gathering for years now. Any card can be free as long as you have a printer.
That's true.
Next up,
Or cheap at Staples.
Jonas Brothers for the DS. This is a lot of them. This is the price of a single DS copy of Jonas Brothers.
Oh, it's a single one.
It's a single one. It's not for the whole lot. It is for a single one. This is just their haul. This is the horde of Jonas Brothers for the DS that they have stacked up in their lifetime.
So they're kind of showing their hand here and saying, like, this is not a scarce market, right?
Well, no, it is, because they have the monopoly. You're telling me anyone else is selling Jonas Brothers for the DS like this guy? Or gal?
Probably not.
So, not sealed. You
$10,
know,
$9.99, $20, $6.
this is for one copy.
Like, how would they get away with selling this for anything over $20?
All right.
I don't know. This is a DS game. How much did DS games go for back in the day? They were a little pricey, weren't they?
$40.
So $40.
$40 new.
Let's assume they're delusional and aren't aware that this is worthless. They think it's gone up in price since the $40 new. And I think if it's a ripoff, just small game stolen from an existing property, I think it's cheaper.
I mean, try and get a copy of Pokemon Heart Gold in double-digit numbers, all right? You will not.
Yes, but that's Pokemon. That is.
I'm sorry. How did the Jonas Brothers not have any cultural relevancy in the 2000s?
Not that increased their price for their DS game for this day. The value of Pokemon came from their games. The value of Jonas Brothers came from everything else.
I once saw a Jonas Brothers concert. I didn't get tickets or anything. I was like the sad kid on the chain fence outside the venue, kind of like straining to listen to them, but I was there.
Have you ever seen Camp Rock, Mark? Camp
Rock!
Whatever. Let's say that they're claiming that these have held value exactly. $40 is going to be my guess.
$40. Well, Mark, you can get your own copy of Jonas Brothers for the DS for $25.
Okay, I overshot, but that's fine. That's fine. I'm not upset about that. I saw a few people in chat saying it exact. So that is very nice.
Hey, that's another 15 for you.
Yo, okay, 2 15s. We're at 30.
I did see someone in chat say as well, by the way, that the price for a DS game is about $7 to $25 now. So really, they hit it right on the head.
My Cooking Mama DS game got me 50 pence. I have Cooking Mama for the DS. Ooh, could I be selling that for a pretty profit?
Probably. All right, final one.
I love Cooking Mama.
Let's see what we got. Headboard, aka the Zin board. Ladies and gentlemen, that is an entire headboard made of nothing but packs of Zins.
I'm at 74, I'm at 32. Wow, people got some good scores today. I'm at 30 right now.
It is for the entire thing. This is a sequel to a previous one called the Zank.
I have to ask, is this empty?
They are empty. There are no Zins in these tanks.
You could always go through it and check them like the Pokemon trash cans.
Ooh, they left one in there for me.
Me checking every Zin canister, knowing they're probably empty, but I have to check nonetheless. So, I mean...
This is what we call real artistic talent, because this is upcycling. I don't know if you ever heard that term.
Here's the thing. They spent a lot of money to make this. But this is one of those things where they could not possibly charge what it took to make this because they sucked the value out by consuming all the Zins, right? Right.
All right.
So it's gonna be on the lower side. $100. I mean, a headboard is expensive as is, and just the wood used to make it is gonna be a pretty penny. I think it's gonna be, I see a few people saying it's up towards the max. See some people saying 100, 160. I think the Zin headboard can be a wonderful addition to your college board for a mere $150.
Bingy says this has to be more than $1,000 of Zen cans, but I don't think they got them to resell. I'm not in the Zin market. How much in Zins is this? It's a lot of them.
Are you asking me?
I might have to do some math and check out. Maybe I'll have to peek into the Discord later and talk about this.
Let's consult the Zin heads in our Discord.
I meant myself. I was going to do some market research here.
Okay.
All right.
I'm seeing free. I'm seeing $3.99, $1, $1.50. I'm going with Mystique's answer. $75.
I'm seeing some correct answers in chat because the Zin headboard can be yours for $1.
Wow. That was the biggest mislead of the range ever.
$1.
That is the craziest mislead for the range. Holy.
And you know what? Chat still was on top of it.
They were. But they're losing so much, ignoring the labor, ignoring the Zins. It's just the wood that goes with it. Why? Why is it so cheap? Well, I was off by 149, which is not bad. Meaning, what's our final score?
Final score is 179 for you.
Woo! Final score 179.
179.
They forgot that zeros. It's okay. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Freaking forgot the zeros, dude.
They were too zinned out to remember to put a 0.
I saw that nicotine. Driving crazy. Driving cookie.
Mama 2 Chaos guessing 1,446,888,553.45 L. These things happen. These things happen. Maybe next time Mama 2 Chaos will learn to guess within the price range.
220 for me, but my best score ever, says Steve. Congratulations!
Ooh, very nice. He did, in fact, beat me.
Molly also with a 179, 128 from Orgs, 164 from Shania.
It is now time for Codenames!
Woo! What's up, Jacob?
I love Codenames. Boardgamers, if you're not busy, could you print out the odd boards? If you are busy, it's all good.
Which one are you gonna start with? I give you one right now.
We're starting with board 1.
I'll give you one right now.
Can you hand me the blue marker, Corey?
I can. Good night, Freya. Good night.
Have a nice night. Thank you for being here.
Whoo! Bam.
Oh, the thick one. Comes the other one.
Okay, well, sorry, I didn't know you were picky. I didn't know size mattered to you like that, Mark.
It do.
All right.
We've established I'm shallow. Codenames! If you don't know how to play, there's a pinned tutorial video on our channel. It is a whole lot of fun. I love Codenames. You will too. Let's see. First board of the night. There are 9 blue field agents that I'm trying to connect for you all with 1-word hints. Corey, you have to stall for me.
I absolutely can. Love me some Codenames, says Aaron Nicole. Aaron Nicole, I love me some Codenames too. I'm so excited to play some Codenames. We're gonna get at least a little bit in before we end stream today. At least a game or two in. I didn't need to stall for long. He's already locked in. He's already ready.
Your first hint. Burn for 4.
Burn for 4. I don't know. I can't come up with a clever joke like that off rip. That's the main thing about me, Marcus. I'm not witty. Ice CD. Oh, because you burn onto a CD. Okay. Gasoline. All right. Life CD. Ice CD. That makes sense. You burn a CD. Mark, show me CD.
That is correct.
Woo!
Very nice. That is 1 out of our 9 blue field agents discovered.
All right. Burn. What? Oh, because burnt to a crisp. That makes sense. Gasoline. All right. Gasoline. Ice. Is there such thing as ice burn? Crisp. Gasoline. That makes sense to me. Crisp. You burn to a crisp. Show me crisp.
That's a miss.
Unfortunate.
Let's reveal a red one now.
And it's gonna be gasoline. And I'm removing gasoline. Ice burn is a thing? Okay.
Reveal killer.
No!
Belonging to the red team. Now to think of another clue, you're missing 3. Missing 3 for burn.
All right. Jacob says me no understando. Jacob, no worries. I know. What you're seeing is confusing and it is daunting, but do not fear. There is a video on our channel titled Codenames Explained that you can check. It's your secret mission. It'll give you all of the rules that you need to play this game right here with us and can join. Or just buy. All right. No, but Mary's leaving. Later, Mary. Have a good day. Okay. Mick Farquaad, you are not muted. Listen, we can't be muting the comedic talent in our chat like that, Mick Farquaad. Don't worry, you're fine. What exactly is Bob? To name, to bob up and down. Bobber? Bob the Burner?
The Void for 2.
The Void. Is this a Lay Marvel reference? Because there's a the there, which means it's a proper noun. Oh, Bob! Bob! Yeah! Oh my God! It's Bob! Show me Bob!
That is correct.
This guy saw the Thunderbolts in theaters.
Any Thunderbolts enjoyers? It is Bob from the Void Century, if you will.
Bob is my dad. Holy shit.
Ooh.
Lore unlocked. Crisp burned to a... Well, we said crisp, so it's not going to be crisp, unfortunately. That was wrong. Ice. You ice a burn. You can get an ice burn. I guess I can see that. Do I want to say the ice before I guess what your other one for the Void could be? Do gasoline already? Alright, country Mozart. You bloody convinced me. Show me gasoline.
That is correct.
Boom. What's up, Chandler? How's it going?
Very nice. That is 3 out of our 9 blue field agents discovered.
Alright. I guess ice. Show me ice.
No.
Alright. You never ice a burn.
That is a miss.
You don't ice a burn. Phone for burner phone.
Crazy, you're about to do ice before gasoline. Miss isn't bad, though. Miss is not bad.
I just like making chat sweat.
Let's reveal Jupiter as belonging to the red team.
No, Steve was saying Jupiter, I was saying Jupiter.
You're likely still missing one for Bob.
Oh, guaranteed we're missing one for Bob. What, the Void. The Void was the hint you gave.
Oh, the Void, yes.
Void. Wristwatch. Covered in ice and diamonds. Okay, alright. Huh. Jupiter, I hardly know her. Billboard, I hardly know her. That is the comedic genius I expect from Chad. Thank you. Our strongest soldiers. What could be the Void? Monster? Because he's the villain? He's the bad guy? He's a monster. Sure, why not? What else could burn be? Phone? I like phone. Because it's a burner. That's what you say when you get a disposable phone. That makes sense, and it's interesting. It would be a very smart way for Mark to connect those words together. Crayon. The Void lags you to death in the chicken jockey game.
Chicken Jackie.
That's true. The Void in Minecraft. You die. Nope, I don't know. Pie. You burn a pie. Surely Mark does not mean to burn a pie. I know Mark has given some awful garbage hints before in our time playing Codenames, but I am going to stand by Mark in this opportunity and say he would never say pie for burn. He would never do it. Greece has massive fires a couple years ago, and you get sunburnt there. Spell, they can burn you? Little fireball, little firebolt, little mass incineration, mass inferno. Nick Farquaad, I hardly know her. All right.
So the proper noun rule, you know, before I jump the case, the full name of, like, say, like a game or application, like, that's all valid, right?
It doesn't include the console that's a part of.
Doesn't include the console. It's when you search it up, it is the name that comes up on Google.
Yeah. I don't like how you specified that last part, but yeah, technically, I guess.
I'm going for it. Let me get exact.
Grease burns, but what about grease? Arsonists might light playgrounds on fire. Now that's the kind of outside the box thinking we need right now.
All right, this is a proper noun. This is exact verbatim. Exact verbatim, okay? Life total, counter for MTG for 3. Life total, dash, counter for MTG 3. Popular app. Hey, someone was using it over the weekends. Someone was using this app, a real app. This is the full name of which is this.
You're such a shitter.
Over this weekend.
You're absolutely such a shitter.
What the hint?
You're absolutely such a shitter for this one.
Timeout mark for 3 seconds. What do we think? Good clue, huh? Good clue.
Phone makes sense. Show me phone.
That's correct.
That makes sense. That also fits for burn as well. Execute mark. Yes, let's go with it.
For a hint, for a quality hint.
You gonna execute me for a hint, for a quality hint?
What crime? Giving a
Dice?
Codenames hint. following the proper noun
Dice and
rule.
spell. Lag makes sense, genuinely, because... Oh, it's a calculator! It is literally a life point calculator!
Yo, AIM sent to heart me and 2 swords from
Oh
Sword
my
Gold.
God.
Thank you so much.
Diana, it's literally a life point calculator! That's what it is, calculator! Long for calc, of course. Thank you, Country Mozart. Show me calculator!
That's a miss!
Okay, well, you don't know what you're even talking
You're
about.
missing 2! Missing 2! Let's reveal Playground as belonging to the red team.
Lag, because this hint made me lag. No dice and spell? Like, I can't. Dice and spell are interesting, right? Because if we're talking about Magic the Gathering, sure, dice and spell. However, we're not talking about Magic the Gathering, we're talking about the life counter app for Magic the Gathering.
That wouldn't hit phone, would it?
How about you shut your cheating mouth? Your absolute disgusting cheat mouth. MTG uses dice to count life points, plebs? I know that! I used them literally last week, but we weren't. But specifically in this one instance, when we're using the life counter, we're actively not using dice. It is the removal of dice. Chat, would you still love me if I crashed out on stream?
You better hope the answer's yes.
Because this is gonna work if the answer's no. This isn't gonna work. But he was trying to get phone again. Yes, that makes sense to me. That makes sense. However, it is literally a life point calculator. That's all I'm saying. Play me a Magic? No, because you'll win. I play casual Commander. I don't play tournament. Now, if we're talking about Marvel Snap, though, then that's a conversation we can have. Oh, crash out. I hardly know her. Thank you, Mick Farquaad. Always grounding me, bringing me back down. God,
this is tough.
Not every hint can be as straightforward as Skibbity for 5. Dr. Facilier, wiser words have never been spoken here on stream. Wiser words have never been spoken. Wristwatch. I hardly know her. Our chat has been tainted by this joke. McFarquad, your comedic humor has gone too far. He's got it. He's locked in.
This isn't a great hand, but you know, we're gonna roll with it. Blockbuster for 2. Oh, dear God.
All right. Blockbuster video? So glad I came in for time for MTG mention. I freaking love MTG. Huge MTG fan. So is this guy, I guess. Club, the Blockbuster Club billboard, because Blockbuster is on a billboard. Chat, did we want to do spell or dice before we say billboard? Did we want to do either spell or dice before we say billboard? Like, we could just offer a billboard, but you know, it could be wrong. Spell and dice, I have a sneaking suspicion that maybe the previous clue, he was trying to get us to say spell or dice. Spell? Or should we spell?
That is correct! Very nice.
Okay, show me billboard.
That is correct.
All right.
Very nice. That is 6 out of our 9 blue field agents discovered.
6 out of 9? Nice.
6 out of 9. Nice.
Show me dice.
Dice is correct. Very nice. And you're now out of guesses.
Out of clues. So there's one more for Blockbuster that we're missing. Because surely spell and dice. Club. We can't take a club, Mary. We're out of guesses.
Let's
The club.
reveal.
The Blockbuster Club. It's locked in the old noodle here. It's locked in.
Let's reveal Dawn as belonging to the red team.
And also, pie, a lot of people are saying in chat too. I don't know why pie. Is Blockbuster known for having pies? Is there a very yummy Blockbuster pie?
Yeah, you could rent a pie for the weekend.
That's what they should have done to stay in service.
And you return the slices you don't eat for the next person.
Pie for burn. Man, was I priming Mark for failure? Did he really mean pie for burn earlier? Was I priming him for failure? Pie for burners and Blockbuster franchise American Pie. Was American Pie a specifically blockbuster thing? Or was it just a movie and Blockbuster sells movies? Office, The Office may have been in a Blockbuster. Blockbuster offices? Closed because Blockbuster is closed? Okay, it was just a movie? Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Grease for Burn or Blockbuster. There was the hit movie Grease. It was an American movie. American Pie is a classic. I mean, but yeah, I mean, you could say that with literally every board, like every word on the board. Pie because American Pie and Blockbuster sold that movie. Grease because Grease the musical and Blockbuster sold that movie. Club because The Breakfast Club and Blockbuster sold that movie. Monster because Monsters Inc. and Blockbuster sold that movie. You could do that with any word on the board. So I don't think it's that. But I might be wrong. You only have 6 on board, should be 7. Are we missing 2? Did you forget to write one on the board?
Yeah, probably.
That's unbelievable.
All right.
Monster Inc. was after Blockbuster? No fucking shot it was. No shot. When did Monster Inc. release?
I'm doing this without Googling, okay? But I'm doing another proper noun rule.
Okay, Blockbuster bankrupted in 2010. Monsters Inc. came out in 2001. There was plenty of time.
2 left. Oh, have a nice night. Thanks for stopping out. Final hint. Jason Goes to Hell for 2.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh!
Jason Goes to Hell for 2.
What even is that? Good night, Sandra. No.
You don't know? You don't know this?
I don't know what that is.
Octodicusai.
What did Jason do? He went to hell. Monster and Fix are the 2 I'm seeing. Monster, Fix. Lyrics, is he a terrible singer? Is that why he got sent to hell? Or Wristwatch. I don't know why. It's a Friday the 13th movie. Oh. Okay, alright. Alright. Monster, show me Monster.
That is correct. What did Jason do to go to hell? Slaughtered many.
Slaughtered many.
All innocent.
So Monster, yes, Molly, Monster was probably also for the Void. That was probably the other one. Goodbye, Mary. Best of luck.
Have a nice night, Mary.
Have a nice night. Happy Memorial Day or Spring Bank Day for the UK. We're learned. We learned things. Maybe also club because Jason clubbed all of the bad guys.
So go back to the club.
Go back to the club. Crystal Lake Camp, so club. That, you know what, Hinal, that makes, I've never seen the movie, so that makes sense to me. Show me club.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Let's cover up Fix. Your final hint is going to be ending for 1.
Ending for 1. Close. Maybe? Ending for 1. Close? It's gotta be close. Right? What else would it be? Yeah. Yeah, show me close.
That is correct. If I wanted, Camp Crystal Lake for clubbing, I guess we said Friday the 13th. Jason.
Well, I've never seen that. You've given me one I haven't seen. I don't know.
Jason Goes to Hell was way late in the series and was one of the ones that was supposed to be the final Jason story. They may have made other ones after it. I'm not sure, but Jason Goes to Hell was supposed to be the close of the Friday the 13th series. Blockbuster, also. I can't believe you got Billboard before close. I thought if they're gonna get either of these, it's gonna be close. Yes, Blockbuster closed. And you asshole, it was not pie. It wasn't just.
I was defending you. Chad was saying Mark Logic. Don't call me an. I came to your defense.
Mark thinks you would burn a pie. Our final score is 3.
I defended you. I actively said I did not think that you would stoop that low.
Final score is 3. The correct answers for burn were gasoline, which I thought was a lock. I was surprised people were pushing for ice before gasoline. CD, because you burn a CD. Phone, as in burner phone, and the last one was a burn spell.
Oh, you really MTG brain today.
Yeah. Shockingly, it's on the mind.
We played a lot of Magic the Gathering this weekend, chat. It was a lot of fun.
Well, chat, that is all we have for you tonight. We're doing another game, just back to getting my babe to sleep. Oh, I'm sorry, A. That is all we have for tonight. We will be back tomorrow, though. We'll be back tomorrow an hour earlier than normal. It is going to be 10 p.m. London time, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, New York time. Oh, the assassin!
New York.
The assassin, it was not mentioned once. It was wristwatch.
No, Joe Waters really liked wristwatch.
Oh, well, Joe Waters, you're trying to kill us.
Joe Waters, why would you try and kill us?
Early time means I'll miss code names again. Oh, I'm sorry, A.
I'm sorry.
Hope you have a lovely rest of your day. I need sleep now. Good night, Tegan. Have a nice night. See you all tomorrow. Thank you so much, everyone who commented, everyone who donated, and everyone who just viewed the stream. We appreciate y'all being here. Goodbye.
Bye, guys. See you tomorrow.